is everyone? Hello, hello. Yay! My peeps! Susan, Carla, Linda, Nancy, Scotty. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jane. Hi, Deb. You guys, the dog's just going to bark. Hi, Jan. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Pam. Hi, Nancy. Oh, I missed you guys. You guys have no idea. I really learned that cold weather's not for me anymore. It is so not for me. I am so not a cold weather person. I am so not a cold weather person. I missed you guys. Hi, Arlena. Hi, Malia. Welcome to my mess. You guys, I got back super late last night. I wasn't supposed to come back until next week, or actually until the weekend, but hi, Carrie. Hi, Sandra. I wasn't supposed to come back until, well, I could have stayed potentially all week next week, but I had a miraculous outcome, and so I got to come home early, and you guys know what? The moment that I could leave, I left. But can I tell you, I flew a flight. I don't normally fly. I usually fly a 2-leg flight. And so I usually fly like from Maui to Phoenix, or Maui to Dallas, or Maui to LA, or San Francisco, or Portland, and then wherever else that next leg take to the East Coast. But yesterday, hi, Danita. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Mary Lou. But, oh, turn it up. Oh, you know, my computer is probably like on, let me find it. Sorry. But anyway, so the only flight for me to leave on was this crazy 11-hour flight. I flew 3 legs yesterday. I flew and I left at the crack of dawn. So I left Boston at I left the hotel I was staying in at like 4 in the morning because the flight left at 6, and I flew from Boston to Newark, and then I took an 11-hour flight, which I'm going to tell you guys I will never do again. It was 11 hours straight from Newark to Honolulu, and then a puddle jumper from Honolulu here. You guys, sitting on a plane for that length of time just doesn't work for me. So let me test out what I'm making. I used to make these with my kids, and I haven't made them in years, and I thought maybe I'd make these with you guys. And then I got today I'm a little jet lagged because I got in super late last night, and then of course, you know, I was so exhausted because I hadn't slept the whole time I was gone. And then I laid down and fell asleep. Then I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the morning and stayed at, you guys, my sleep's all messed up. Anyway, this is not the most perfect example, but I want to see if it works, and if it works, I'll show you guys how to do it. And if it doesn't, we'll go to something else. But anyway, hi, Fiona! Hi, Miss V.A. Pearl. No, I'm not a globetrotter. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Carla. Hi, Trish. Everybody say hi to Pat. Fiona, we're so happy to see you. Hi, Pat. We're happy that you're here. And I'm sorry, I looked down for a second, so if you guys came in while I looked down, just yell at me and say hi. Okay? I just need to count these. Guys, I can't even count today. Hi, Diane. Oh, I'm so happy I'm back, Diana. I can't even tell you. I'm like so happy. So Susan's saying hi, Pat. Linda's saying hi, Pat. Carrie's saying hi, Pat. Joyce is saying hi, Pat. Trisha's saying hi, Pat. And Donna's saying hi, Pat. Hi, Donna. And Carla's saying hi, Pat. And BJ's saying hi, Pat. And hi to everyone. And Fiona's saying hi, Pat. And big hugs and kisses. And Carla with a K says hi, Pat. Hi, Georgia. I hope you're doing well. Mary Lou says hi, Pat. Jane says hi, Pat. Everybody's sending you love, Pat. Malia's saying we send you love. Okay, let me just see if this works out, and if it doesn't, I'll walk you guys through it, and if it doesn't, then we'll do something else. You guys, I haven't made these in years, and then I couldn't find I have a tiny hole punch. How many of you guys have a tiny hole punch? And I love my tiny hole punch. Okay, and I can't find it. I thought it was on my desk because I never move it, but you know, I also have an 11-year-old who thinks that my craft supplies are her craft supplies, and she swears she didn't take it, but Guys, I can't find it. Diana's saying hi, Pat, and it looks like everyone's sending you their love, Pat. Fiona, I'm so happy. Hi, Poppy. Fiona, I'm so happy to see you. So, and we're happy that you're here. So let me just work out the ins and outs of this really quick, and then I'll do it with you guys. So these are like paper Christmas ornaments, and I know we've all made them, and you probably received them in your happy mail before. Received them in your mail before, and they're made out of paper, and you make them flat. And I used to make them with my kids when they were little, but I haven't done them in years. And we made them out of construction paper or finger painted paper or that sort of thing. And some of my pages I poked all the way through. Because this hole puncher is lame. You can use a regular hole puncher. I have a really good crafting one, but honestly, you guys, I don't know where it is. But that's okay, because, you know, this is how my life rolls some days, and that's all right. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to be back. Everybody's sending everyone love, and I'm happy. So are you guys, is everybody stoked for Thanksgiving? What are you guys doing? I decided I'm cooking. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. And my daughter that is in college here, she's inviting all of her friends that have no place to go. And so that's going to be kind of exciting. So it'll just be me, Hadi, and the baby, and my 19-year-old daughter, and then all of her friends. And I told him to invite any of his work friends that don't have a place to go, because if I'm going to cook for a large group, what's one more, right? I'm so happy to see you guys. Cooking and crafting. I know, right? Cooking, crafting. What else is there? Okay, so let me just get my thing. Let me just get all my ones together. Guys, I don't know. And it may not turn out. So if it doesn't turn out, you can see one of my failed crafting things, and that's all good too. Because trust me, I have plenty of them. Do any of you guys craft to perfection all the time? I certainly don't. I certainly don't. I have this washi tape, and I don't know where it came from. Somebody, I think, sent it to me, and I love it. But it has a peel and stick thing on the back. And can I tell you, sometimes I can't unpeel it. Does anyone else ever have that issue? Like when you get like labels and stuff that you can't peel and stick? I'm just trying to fix my boo-boos. Because this is my sample. And if it comes out good, we'll make another one. Jane, you know I'm from Texas. Hi, Georgia. I'm from Texas, and I come from a family that if you don't know how to cook for a lot of people, it's sort of like you Texas girls pipe in. So where I'm from in Texas, you never knew who was going to show up at your house. And you may have not had a lot of stuff, like you may have not been rich or had all these things, but you always had enough food. And my grandparents had big gardens and, you know, and all kinds of things. So we always had food. So, and I don't know whether it was because my grandmother was from the Depression area. My mom, both my grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, but feeding your friends is like a big deal. You do, but you're trying not to be a perfectionist, Fiona. I'm terrible. Hi, Samantha. So my 19-year-old daughter called me today. She was so cute. She was like at work, and she called me from work, and you know, I usually don't see her till she comes home at night, and sometimes she comes home and I'm already in bed, you know? So, you know what it's like when you have older kids, right? You're not policing them. So she called me today, and she said, she was so cute. She said, Mom, I know you're cooking for everybody, but we have all these coupons for turkeys. Do your supermarkets give you guys coupons for turkeys? Ours do. If you shop at certain supermarkets, they give you coupons for turkeys. So she called to tell me that they had these coupons, her and her friends at work, the one she's inviting to come have Thanksgiving with us, have these coupons for turkeys. And they said, you know, nobody knows how to cook a turkey. And she said, I have a special request to ask you. And I was like, oh no, what? She said, will you, if I go and get the extra turkeys, like all these coupons worth of turkeys, all these free turkeys, will I cook them for her friends? I said, of course I will. So Hadi came home with 2 turkeys today. Now, I already have one, so he came home with 2. I imagine between now and next week, I'll end up with 5 or 6. So I guess I'll be cooking turkey all week, which is not bad. It's a Southern thing, not just in Texas. Okay. So, you know, we cook for big, big groups of people. Okay. We cook for big, big groups of people. What's a suggestion? What's a suggestion, Georgia? I missed it. So I don't know if this is going to work out yet. If this works out, then I'll show you guys all how to do it. And if it doesn't, we'll move on. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't take any sort of crafting supplies with me. And I found myself with insomnia, wide awake in a really quite nice hotel, thanks to my brother-in-law and sister. My brother-in-law works for a big company, travels all the time, and he stay, you know what I mean? He travels so much that he stays in a bunch of different places, and so he stays up, and so he gets all these points. And so when I couldn't find a hotel under $300 a night, I was telling my sister, I said, I don't know where I'm going to stay because I can't find a hotel in Boston under $300 a night. She was like, what are you talking about? She said, that's ridiculous. I said, tell me about it. So she said, well, let me see what he can do. And he found me one for, I don't know, he used his points. So you guys, I stayed in a really nice Marriott Courtyard hotel. I stayed in a really nice Marriott. And you guys, I never do this with this kind of thing. I always do it with string, and so let's see. Anyway, so I stayed in a really nice Marriott. So that was like super nice, and I was appreciative. And okay, we're gonna do it straightforward once, and then I'll do it with a curve. Guys, I haven't made these in years. So these are paper ornaments, and I used to make them when my kids were in school, and we used to mail them flat to people. But let's just see how it works. All right, so this is one. And then you usually need to tie a knot in the top. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Guys, I'm not even thinking clearly. Here, there. You can put a bead on it, but I didn't even look for my beads. I figured that I would just tie a knot in it. Anyway, so I didn't have any crafting supplies, and I could have really used some because my behind was wide awake. Okay? My behind was wide awake, and then my behind was wide awake. And that was crazy. Okay, did you guys ever make these Christmas ornaments when you were kids? Okay, and you make them, usually use patterning paper or something like this. I just use magazine pages because that's what I had, and it may need to be. And you could hang a tassel off the bottom. Let me see, I just want to see how wide I want it. And then I'll make one that staggers. Maybe this is wide enough. Okay, so we're just going to tentatively put a knot in the top. And then you can mail them flat and give your person instructions. Let's see. They're kind of sticking together because they're magazine pages. Anyway, so I could have used some crafting while I was away. You guys, anyway. All I can say is it's over, and I'm glad, I'm so glad it's Friday. Hi, Ann. Georgia says she's been a widow for a year and a half, so this year you'll be a guest of your son-in-laws. Oh. And you haven't had Thanksgiving out of your home for 47 years. Oh, Georgia. Georgia. You know what? You didn't feel like inviting them? You thought it would be too sad if you did? Is that what it was? It was just how it panned out. Is that just how it panned out? That you didn't want to invite, you wanted to be a guest, or you just didn't want to cook? What are you doing, Joyce? Joyce starts the day before her cranberry salad, cornbread for stuffing, and baking sweet potatoes. Oh. Hi, Renee. Hi, Lucinda. Lucinda, I heard you fell. I love you. We all love you, Lucinda. Everybody send Lucinda some love. She fell and broke her hip. Did you break your hip or your leg? Or your ankle? I know you broke something. Hi, Shelly. You know what, Georgia? I love having Thanksgiving at other people's houses because it takes the stress out of having. In fact, if my daughter hadn't wanted to invite all her friends, I think we would have. I think Hottie and I would have just done something like. You guys, one year, this is going to sound so terrible. One year when I lived in New York, we didn't even. I just said I'm vetoing Thanksgiving because I used to always be the one that cooked it for everyone. And I said we're gonna go out to eat, and it was lovely, you know. I mean, I did miss the leftovers. I will tell you that. Eating at somebody else's house, you might not get leftovers. I think that's why my daughter, the sweet thing, she was like, Mom, nobody knows how to cook a turkey. Will you make all the turkeys for everyone? And I said, yes. Okay, let me tie the knot in the top. I was not tying the knot. I was going to try and be frugal and not tie it, but I'm not. Lucinda, we're sending you love, and we are so sorry about your fall. I am like, you know, I can't even imagine, and we send you love and big hugs, and we want you to get better really fast. Quick recovery. Super quick, fast recovery. Okay, you guys get the general idea. It's just gonna be a little round ornament. It's made out of paper. And you do it when your magazine pages don't stick together. So this is what I thought we'd do today, and I'll make mine a little better. I'm just going to keep working on it till I can get it to go all the way around. And maybe I needed a few more magazine pages. Now, I used to do it with my kids when they were little. We used to do it in their preschools and stuff like that. Did you guys ever do this? And you make these like super simple paper ornaments. And this one's made out of magazine pages. Okay? Now I could tie it a little tighter. Now the cool thing is you can ship it flat. Okay, and if you wanted to put sparkles on it, you can do this with your kids. You can do it with anyone. It's not a big, the big ordeal for me was like the crappy hole punch that I have. But if you don't have a crappy hole punch, but isn't it look cool? Can you guys see it? Look, this is just a magazine page one. Can you guys see it? This is just like the simplest ever. So that's what we're going to do today. And you can make them any size. I kind of made a big one so everybody could see it. This is like 12 1-inch strips. You could use your scrapbooking paper if you guys have scrapbooking paper and you don't want to use painted magazine pages. Use what you want. You could also put some beads on it. You can make some tassels at the bottom. I just didn't know where my beads were. I'm going to make mine a little bit tighter. You've never seen these? Oh my gosh. You can do these. These are like no-brainers, okay? These are no-brainers. It's the only thing you need is you need a better hole punch than I did, or a push pin or something. I have a push pin on my desk. You can do them with thread. I'm doing mine with tulle because that's just what I had. I have a big roll of orange tulle, and I thought, you know, also, you know, I kind of wanted to show you that you can do them different colors because I know everybody has their own theme of like, you can do them with newspaper, you could do them with magazine pages, old book pages. I mean, anything you want, and you just fan them out. This is doubled. This is new magazine pages doubled, okay? So you know what I think I might do is I might tie a knot in it first so that it holds it all the way down. Now, if you don't tie your knot super tight, you could actually stick these in the mail without even having them knotted. You could stick them flat and then just send a direction on how to knot them, on how to make, you know what I mean, on how to make them. So let me just, I'm gonna tie mine one more time so that it has a big loop on it, and they're super fun, super like so easy to make, no-brainer Christmas ornament, right? And you can mail them and send them to anybody, not a big deal. So this is what we're going to make today, okay? Mine's out of magazine pages. Can you see it? Yeah, with painty papers. Of course, Linda. We have to find 100 different things to use with painting papers. Now, if you wanted to do yours a little more patterned than mine, it'll come out better, but you can see mine is all, it's just some, it was just a couple of magazine pages, okay? So what you need to do it is some magazine pages. You need some string, or I'm using tulle just because I have a big roll of it. You know, they had this on sale at our big box store for like, I don't know, 50 cents, and I was like, I can't pass it up because I can always use some. I use it to bind things. Sending you love, Lucinda. Yeah, hi, Edna. Okay, 1 inch wide. Okay, let's make them together. Are you guys game to make them? I mean, I guess it came out. I've made them where they've come out better and they're easier, but this one is like, and you can make them, you don't have to make them as squishy as mine. And if you have beads, you can put beads on the top and on the bottom. But this is like a no-brainer. So let's make them. You need some magazine pages, okay? 3 magazine pages. That's what this one's made out of. All right, let me clean my mess off. Let's get to making some painty papers. Let's get to making some magazine pages. You need magazine pages, paint, glue stick, or you could use book pages. You need magazine pages, glue stick, a hole punch, or a pen, or a push pin. That's it. Pair of scissors, a ruler. Hi, Ann. So this is what we're making. I have some stencils. I'm going to use some stencils with mine. Do it any way you want. You can use magazine, like these. This is what I used, fashion magazine pages, or you can use, like, this is a throwaway magazine. You know, it doesn't matter what kind of magazine pages you use. It doesn't have to be, guys, hang on one second, I'm going to grab my mat. I'm going to see, because I have some other ones already painted. I'm going to grab them. Linda, your work came out so great with your painty papers, girls. We were so impressed, Linda, with your painty paper work. Amazing. You loved it. You always do great work, Linda. Always, always, always. I haven't seen anything that you've done that I haven't loved. So here's another painty paper that I made. And if you guys have never painted magazine pages with me, it's fun. Here's a Costco catalog flyer. Okay, so these two are already painted. So you want to paint your magazine pages. So we'll paint one together. This one's already painted. Then all you do is, this is a sale flyer from Macy's. Then all you do is fold it in half, and then we're going to glue it down. So you need 2 magazine pages. Actually, 2 magazine pages is what you need. You need 2 magazine pages. And what you can do is you can, Linda, we love your work. We were all incredibly impressed. We thought it was like amazing. Okay. Hi, APG Jamie. How are you? We're great. Lizzie, hello, our Scrap and Lizzie. Congratulations to your beautiful son on his wedding. And I love your art dolls. I'm going to have to make some. I used to make some art dolls. Not the same way you make yours, but I'm definitely going to do a boho, Lizzie-inspired boho art doll. Okay, the only thing I can tell you when you're painting your papers is you can glue it down first if you want, or you can paint them first and then glue it down. Okay, it doesn't matter. And you don't have to use 1-inch strips if you want to use smaller ones. I kind of like this purple ad. I might add some, you know me and my love for metallics, you guys. I have issues with metallics. So has everybody made their Christmas list yet? Has anybody made their Christmas list? Or holiday list if you celebrate something other than Christmas? If you celebrate Kwanzaa, or you celebrate whatever you celebrate, it doesn't matter. Have you made it yet? So you need 2 magazine pages, definitely. You could paint more at one time. Guys, I left all my chads are on there. Patty was like telling me I had chads hanging off. So you you paint a couple magazine pages. Get a couple magazine pages going and glue some down. Glue them in half too. No list yet? Cassandra has her list. What are you asking for, Cassandra? Jane, you're right. Linda's work is beyond lovely. Linda, you're very talented, and we're so grateful that you're sharing your art with us. Cassandra's her list is herself and I. Okay, but I mean, what's on your list? What's on your list for goodies? The only thing that I really want is I want some of those metallic rubs, and I'm going to break down and buy myself some, but I'm not spending $9 on them. I want that. I want those, you know what I'm talking about? They're like, oh my gosh. Carly uses them, but she uses a different brand than the ones I'm getting. The ones I'm getting are cheaper. Okay, so after you've painted your magazine pages, guys, I've got paint on me. You want to get a ruler, and then you want to measure them in one inch increments, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to measure one inch, and you want a dozen 1 inch by however tall you want it. You just want, whatever you're making them, you just want them all to be the same, okay? So that's all. You just want them all to be the same. You want them to all be the same height and the same width. So say you want yours smaller, then make them smaller. If you want them longer, make them longer. Just know if you make them thinner, you may have to add more strips if you want. And I put a dozen strips in mine. You can put more or less. You know, because you're going to open it up like a flower. I mean, just test it. You may go, oh, I want mine short and fat. So then you go, okay, great, short and fat it is. Okay, I like that side, so I'm going to mark on this side. They just all need to be the same length and the same height. So if you make a bunch of these and you make them all different colors and whatever, this is a great way. If you wanted to make some handmade things to send in the mail, you can send them flat. And you can just put a little instruction on telling them to pull the drawstring and tie a knot or whatever. You can put them in your Christmas card that you made. Remember when we made handmade Christmas cards and we had a little pocket in them? I am home, girls. I am home. Metallic luster, yes. Inca Gold or metallic luster. I want the cheaper of the two. Unless somebody knows a cheaper brand one. That's what I'm going to get myself. I decided that's what I'm getting myself for Christmas. In our house, you have to make everybody something for Christmas, but in all honesty, I think I'm going to make, my oldest daughter is not around, so I'm just going to send her money. You know, she's not around for me to make her anything. And I made a really beautiful book, a really beautiful journal. I'll show it to you guys when I get it closer to being ready to send for one of Hottie's sons, because he's an artist and I think he'll appreciate it. His other son, he doesn't really appreciate so much handmade, so I think we're just going to send him money or a gift card. He's in college, you know. I think he probably will once I mean, I could make him a Christmas ornament or something like that, but I think once he's in his own house for good, he'll appreciate it. And my daughter that's here, that's in college, I don't exactly know what she wants. She's a really picky person, so, but she's not, if you give her money, she feels like it's an insult, so, you can't give her money. So you just want to cut them, the same, and it doesn't matter if, you just want to get them all the same. Or close to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you want 12. You didn't know how to act when I wasn't here on Tuesday. I missed you guys so much. You have no idea. I was so jet lagged, you guys. I got there. My plane got canceled. It was a whole ridiculousness. One thing I can say is if I were you guys, if you've never flown Virgin Atlantic, fly them. They actually called me, which I've never had an airline do that, and tell me that they were running late or that my flight was canceled or whatever, and they booked me on another one. So I left later. I'm going to paint on this again in a minute. I just wanted to close it because it's like a big doodah on my desk here. So I took a much later flight than I would have, which is fine, but it was like one of those things where it was like, wow, you know, I would definitely fly them again, because they actually called me and said, you know, your flight's been delayed. Do you want to be rebooked, rather than me sitting in the airport for 7 hours or whatever, which I was appreciative of. So I didn't, instead of getting there, I was supposed to get there Tuesday morning early. I got there Tuesday night. And then I was supposed to, I had a meeting that I was supposed to make that obviously I missed. So I had to do it really early on Wednesday. And you know what? We settled everything Wednesday late afternoon, and I caught the first flight I could get, which wasn't until Thursday, but I'm so happy to be home. Jet lagged and happy. And missing you guys. Okay, you only need 12 strips. I'm just going to decide. The reason I did 3 is because they're all different colors, and I just thought it might look good. See how it's like you can make it different. Obviously, these are all different magazine pages, but they look similar because of the color, how I painted them. So, does anyone know the name of what Shelly's making? Oh, a Christmas ornament. Hi, Susan. How are you? I missed you guys too, Jillian. I'm so happy to see you guys. It was ridiculous. If I could have live streamed from my hotel, I would have. But you know what? You never know if you're going to have any hotel stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use... maybe I'll do it... I like that watery color. Let's see. I also like the orange. Let's see. Let me get my pattern going here before I decide what I'm doing. You need 12 of them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. You can use any kind of magazine page to make these, you guys. You don't have to, you know, just because I'm using orange, green, purple. Let's see, this one was orange, green, purple. And this one is orange, blue, green, purple. I'm just... And orange, green, purple. Let's see. Okay, so you need 12. Then you want to stack them all up. You want all the folded ends to be going the same way and all the cut ends. Because if you stack them all, folding ends going one way, then it's easier just to cut off the other end, but it doesn't really matter. Because these are all different sizes. I'm going to measure them. I'm just going to, if you can tell which one's the folded end, haha. And I'm going to, they all just need to be the same size, the same width and the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but they definitely need to be the same height. 3, okay. So all the folded ends are going one way, and then I'm just going to cut off the other end because some of them are taller than the other. All right, now here's the hard part: is poking the holes, okay? Because my hole punch is, this hole punch is not good. Get yourself a good one. They're 99 cents. You don't have to get yourself a really, mine is like definitely seen better days. It's not sharp. And I couldn't punch it earlier. I had to have Hottie help me punch them because I was like, why won't it work? Because it leaves a, and I punched that one in the wrong place, but it doesn't matter because we'll go back and fix it and punch it in the right place, or I'll use a different one. It leaves like the hole puncher leaves like a chad, like a thing hanging out. Now, this is what I do. This is what Anal Ed does here. I just mark the rest of them, okay? You guys, I forgot to cut this one. Poop! All right, let me cut a little bit off the bottom. All right, let's see if it's close. Yeah, it's close. So this is what I did. What are you guys talking about? What did you do? You broke, Samantha, I broke both legs last year. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, you guys be safe this winter, you know? It's like not, it's like awful, you know? Be safe. It is not, you guys have to be careful. Hi, Renee. Hi, Renee, Vintage GT Designs and Vintage Art Supplies. See, this one left a chad, so I guess it depends upon how thick your magazine pages are. And then you see how, like, that one's too close, so you gotta get out your little washi, because who wants their paper to break it? And then tape your little washi over it, because you don't want it to come apart. I need a piece that actually works. Oh, here's one right here. What are you guys talking about? I'm missing it all. I'm missing it everything. Yes, the infamous hanging chads. That's what Hottie was laughing at me. He's like, you have chads hanging off of your... I was like, oh, please. He was like, you do. I'm like, I know I do. No ice? You just live in Florida? Oh, no, Samantha. No ice? And you slipped? Oh, no. That's crazy. Got to be careful. You have to be careful, ladies. No hurting yourselves. We don't want any, no, we don't want any more. Anne already hurt her arm, and Lucinda fell too. So you guys have to be careful. It's like mandatory. So tell me what else is on your Christmas list. Tell me what is on your Christmas wish list. I can't believe you hurt yourself. That's awful. Mm-mm. I just want those metallic things, so that's what I'm buying myself. Do you guys buy yourself a Christmas present? Yeah, this one's gonna have a chad too. The chad is hanging. Samantha says she wants all Tim Holtz. You want Tim Holtz himself too? Yeah, Susan wants a house. We know you do, Susan, and you're going to get it. Susan's house is on her Christmas list. Susan's house is on her Christmas list. Malia wants some new dies. All right, all you lurkers, say hey. Samantha wants Tim Holtz. Okay, well, you can have Tim Holtz. Anne wants some quality metallic watercolors. You mean like those twinkling H2Os that Carla has? But I think those are really expensive. Aren't those expensive, you guys? Am I wrong? I think that's why I didn't buy them, because they were expensive when I looked at them. Because lots of people use those twinkling H2Os and love them. They're like, I don't know, they're like expensive. Susan wants painty papers. I think Santa Claus might be able to handle that. Edna says she's been buying and hiding. Oh, good for you, Edna. Yet, there are other things. You guys, what are some other ones like twinkling H2Os that work just as good? Susan wants some painty paper. What else do you guys want? Write it out. Let's hear it. Let's hear some of the other stuff you guys want. It's on your Christmas list. You guys, this would be ever so fast if you had a better hole punch than I do. Bet wants doilies. Oh my God. Susan, that is so funny. Hey, we each have our own addictions, right? If Beth's is doilies, what are you going to do? Bet wants doilies. All right, what else do you guys want? Tell me what everybody else wants. I want to hear. Renee wants doilies. You mean you want crochet doilies? Is that what you want, Renee? That kind of doily? I told you guys, I used to have so many of those things. Not no mo. Not no mo. Carla Frizzell wants a sewing machine. Good for you, Carla. Carla, my best advice, I've been a sewer my whole life. My best advice is buy yourself a used one go to a sewing repair shop and buy the best one you can afford, because they'll let you. Jillian wants Comcast. Renee wants paper doilies. Cassandra said she went shopping Wednesday and she spent so much they froze her credit card before you could get home. Oh, you're so funny. You know, I had that happen to me when I used to I worked in Las Vegas, but I still lived here in Hawaii. I'd go to the grocery store and I would call. You know, they knew that I was like working there. I would go to the grocery store and they would freeze my credit card. It was so ridiculous. It'd be like $15. I was like, are you serious? It was like so ridiculous. So Anne wants to retire. And Georgia says she has only one addiction, everything she sees. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. I wonder, that's a good wish, Anne, to want to retire. Brenda wants a scoreboard and a sock drawer full of washi tape. Hey, that's good. I know, I have issues with washi tape too. I love washi tape. You know, I love it, but I don't use it all the time. I mean, I could. It's just, I don't. I mean, it's ridiculous. They called you while you were still out, Cassandra, to tell you that your credit card had been frozen? Oh my God. You know, you guys, this will be the first year that I haven't just totally, completely made everything that I'm giving for Christmas. But you know what? Can I tell you? I'm over it. My kids are at the age where if they don't have a house of their own, they don't really appreciate it. I end up storing it all. Hi, Grace. Carla wants more time. Carla with a C. Liz. Hi, Liz. Joyce says she's back to watch. Oh, your grandson's in the playoff football game? That's awesome. So you guys, this is the first year that I haven't usually I have a whole plan. But this year, you guys, I just couldn't do it. I'm like decompressing from my stress. It's not 100% over, but it's like 99.9% over. Pam says lately you want iridescent and metallic acrylic paints. Oh, I can't. I never have enough acrylic paints. Like if they're on sale, like I told you guys we have one little craft store here, and I never shop because it's too expensive. I mean, really too expensive. Like almost double what you'd pay for anything on the mainland. So I got a sale flyer from them today. They're having a big sale on Thanksgiving Day. And they have all their metallic paints on sale. And I was like, oh, no. They have all their metallic paints on sale. So I may go splurge on a few metallic paints. As you guys know. Diana wants wax, linen, thread. That's a good thing. It's kind of expensive, but worth it. Okay, I think did I punch all of them? I don't know. My hole puncher is getting better now that I punched some thicker stuff. Guess it just doesn't work on. Okay, I think I punched them all. Let's see. Now this is the time to decide your patterning, okay? So blue, orange, purple, blue, orange, blue, orange, purple, blue. I guess it'll be this color. Orange, purple, green. How many of that? Green. Okay. What am I missing? Let's see. The handmade modern paints at Target. Are they good, Carla? I haven't seen. Are they awesome? Oh, well, then I'll have to go look at them. Try the handmade modern paints at Target. Are they expensive? Yes. That's where I get all my paints, Cassandra, is at that big box store. But the thing is that they don't have, at least my big box store doesn't have a huge, great selection. So, I didn't punch it all. See, you guys, see, I'm lame. I'm like, what's wrong with this one? Well, it doesn't have a hole punched on it, silly. What is wrong with me? They're $2 each, Carla. That's on my budget. That's in my budget. I haven't tried Pebio. Hi, Clara. Tell us about it, Cassandra. I haven't tried it. Samantha says, Joyce, her husband bought a color laser printer for his company last week, and I used half of the toner. Oh, no. He got so mad at you. You know, it happens. What can you do? You know, that is one thing, is toner cartridges are expensive. No lie. They are. They are. I haven't found one yet that's cheap. Maybe somebody can give you the 411 here and tell you what's cheap. Because I haven't found it. I don't know it. Okay. Oh, I did it the wrong way. So if you're gonna put the tassel on the bottom, start with the needle going from the outside in. Because then you can just tie it. Guys, I totally missed punching this one. I'm like so lame. I'm having a lame moment. Lame moment. Okay. And then tie your knot. And if you wanted to make a tassel, this is where you would attach your tassel, right? If you were going to do a tassel-y bit, you would attach it here at the bottom of your ornament or a bead. Put your bead on, whatever you wanted to put on. And Susan says, printing at work and not getting caught is cheap. You're so funny. Maybe I'll do a double knot on this one. Oh, Malia, you have no idea. I'm in a total agreement with you about junky printers. I am so with you. So if you guys had, so if you were going to mail it flat, what you do is go ahead and tie the knot, and then you'd pull it through, and then you would run it through this side, and then you would leave it just like that, and you'd put a note and tell them, you know, to tie it, you know, because you could mail it flat just like that, right? And then you could just tell them how to do it. Tell them how to, you know, tell them how to tie it. Let me see if this will work better. Let me see. You could tell them how to tie it if you put a note to whoever you were, to whomever you are giving your ornament to. Oh, I didn't even texture this side. You guys, what was I thinking? The next one I'll texture. I was not thinking. And I didn't texture. I didn't do any like stamping or texturing. This one's just painted. This one's just painted magazine pages. What was I thinking, girls? I wasn't thinking at all. What did you say, CJ? How did these ladies paint, cut, punch all at the same time and still chat? I think you have to do a little of all of it. I think you have to chat a little bit, then you do your crafting, then you, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just lurking when, especially if I'm like watching somebody else's live feed, sometimes I just lurk because I can't. Especially if I'm into a project. Sometimes I just listen to what other people are doing. And I enjoy that just as much. I enjoy reading the chat. What did I miss, Samantha? I missed the whole thing. I missed, you guys are telling her it's terrible. Well, I'm going to say that's terrible too, but I don't know what you're talking about. So there you go. I can't even really talk about it because I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this one's got another piece inside of it. I'm like, what? What's going on here? So keep spreading it out till you like it. And till you got it all like you like it. And I think there's extra ones under here, maybe not. Not all magazine pages are equal, you guys. So some are easier to work with than others. This one on the inside isn't. You know, test it. If you guys want to use less than I do, use 10. Don't use 12. I mean, use whatever works for you. You guys have to figure out what works for you. You know, I tend to like everything to be fuller, so I may use more magazine pages than you need. I used to do this with my daughters when they were little, and we would make them out of wrapping paper, out of, you know, finger painting paper, that sort of thing. And it was fun. But they come out good no matter what, you know? At least I think they come out good no matter what. I am back, Luana. I am back. I just got back. I got back last night super late. And I'm so happy to be home. You have no idea. What happened, Elisa? What did I miss? Beth, are you lurking? Everyone wants to know. Thanks, Luana. Everyone needs prayers, and I appreciate you guys praying for me. I really needed it. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Okay, so here's two versions. You know, you guys can, I think I like them better with the, I'm going to fix this one. I'm like not liking the way I tied it. I think I like them better when I stamp on them, or when I did some, what do you want to call it? When I did some stenciling on it, but you guys make them however you want. I make everything look easy, Anne, and this is easy. I'm sorry. Okay, now you tied it on the top, so now you can hang them on your tree. I don't know why this one didn't come out as good, or maybe I have too many of them on there. I don't know. You guys know me. Maybe I added more than needed to be. I could squish it down further. But see, now you see this one's like fatter, and this one's more squishy. So make it however you want. I'm gonna get some of my magazine pages on and paint a few more. Hi, Patricia. How are you? All right, here's a magazine page. I'm gonna move my little stuff off. So you need two magazine pages. Two magazine pages. 2 magazine pages per, or more if you want more things. Maybe I'll make one that's smaller. Let's see. I used to do one that was graduated. I just can't remember how I did it. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm going to have to look at it and figure that one out, you guys. I don't remember how I did it. Okay, so I think I'm going to fold them and glue them first and then paint them. Fold and glue and then paint. For those of you that are just joining us, we're making paper Christmas ornaments out of, what are we making them out of? Of course, Painty papers, because you guys know me, life is not full until you have some Painty papers. Edna, we love your sister, and I hope she's okay. How many do I usually make, Colleen? I don't know. It depends. Like, you know, like, have you guys ever vacationed somewhere away from your home for Christmas? Does anybody do that ever? Well, if you do that, if you vacation away from your home for Christmas, sometimes it's really nice to make your own stuff, you know, to make your own Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. Take them with you. So that's what, I mean. So, sorry guys, my neighbors talk loud. They don't know that I'm live streaming. So sometimes they even carry on a conversation right in front of my house. I'm wondering if this Finger Hut magazine, if the pages are too thin. They may be too thin, but we'll try them. We will try them. We will try the Finger Hut magazine pages. You guys can make Painty papers out of anything. I don't want you to like think just because I make them out of certain things. Make them out of whatever you have. If you have a fashion magazine, do it. If you don't, if you have throwaway flyers, you know my favorite time of the year for throwaway flyers is Christmas because you get some rockin' good throwaway flyers. So I may paint like 4 pages at a time because then that way I'll get 2 more ornaments out of my throwaway magazines. I'm gonna glue them first and then I'm gonna paint them. Normally I would paint first and then glue, but for this I'm gluing first. And you only have to paint one side. Yeah, I'm going to keep making them. I'm not going to stop. Renee, do you belong to our Facebook group? If you belong to our Facebook group, my email, my address is there, or just email me and I'll send it to you. And if you guys haven't gone over and checked out her channel, she sells custom, really rockin' kits and all kinds of cool stuff. Go over and check it out. Go over and check out GT Designs and Vintage Art Supplies. And she has a great store on Etsy. And she sells really cool stuff. And you know what I do want for Christmas, but I'm not going to do it for myself this year. I'm going to wait until I have... No, we're going to... The Secret Sisters names, if you guys still want to be in the Secret Sister swap, you go over and sign up in our Crafting Mama's Facebook group. You get your partner on the 21st, Renee, because you know why? I thought I was going to still be in Boston until the 20th. I honestly, so I don't know if I really want to talk about it because I feel like I don't want to anyway. So I've been in litigation for a while with my ex-husband over some property stuff that we owned. He and I had an agreement, and then he met someone new in his life, and she thinks he's a millionaire, and you know how that goes. So he stopped helping my kids go to college. He sort of stopped doing all the things that we had agreements for, and he refused. So the only way that I could get him to, the only way that we could come to a resolution was to go to litigation. So I was supposed to go for like a pre-trial litigation, and I thought I was only going to be there one day. Well, first, and then my lawyer says, you know, the judge can say you have to go to trial right now, so you might as well plan on as if we're going to trial. So we got there on Wednesday to court, and the judge was hearing a case for something else, and she said, I want you guys to go in a room and try it. Now, mind you, I've been trying for almost a whole year to get him to settle, like to get him to do what our original agreement was, to get him to abide by our original agreement. And so he refused, and it cost a ton of money, but it wasn't for me, you guys, so much. It was for my kids, you know. And then in the end, we sat down at a table, and it took quite a while, but we came to an agreement. And you want to know the funny thing? Is that the original agreement that he and I had, he had to pay me a lot less than he has to pay now. So it's like so ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. So, you know, I got mostly everything I wanted, and I don't know if he's happy, but I'm happy. And what I'm mostly happy for is that he has to do the right thing by our children, which was really what it was all about anyway. So, you know, so it cost him a lot of money to have to give the kids more than he would have if he just lived up to the agreement he and I wrote up. So that is what I've been up to. And it was super stressful because, you know, nobody wins except lawyers, you know. And it was super stressful because they requested like information from me for 25 years. Because I didn't keep, like, they asked me for stuff like, I don't know, stuff for 25 years. It was like ridiculous. And if you don't give a good faith effort of trying, they can hold you in contempt and even fine you. You guys, needless to say, it is over, and I feel like $1 million, and I'm super surprised because we had a conference call like just a few days before I left, and we're unable to settle anything via this conference call. Like nothing. Like if he had settled over the conference call, I wouldn't have had to have gone, right? And then I get there and, you know, we settled everything, which was great. I mean, I thought we were just going to have to go to trial, but I think what someone explained to me was that now you only need to paint one side of your junk mail, one side of the folded magazine page for your ornament. What someone explained to me was that I guess most people who are filed on out of the state they don't live don't show up. So I guess me showing up was like a big deal. But I had to, you guys. So anyway, I'm relieved and it's done. And, you know, it's like it totally hasn't hit me yet that it's completely over. But can I tell you guys, I'm so happy. I am like, I know I may not sound super elated, but I am beyond elated. I am like, I'm over the moon. So I could call my daughter and tell her that, you know, she can go back to college now. I can call her. I called her and said, you know, I'll send her out, sweetheart. See, I told you guys, it always happens every single time I do a live stream. Your friends want you to play, so can you take the dog and go? Thank you. It's right here at the door. Go open the door and get the dog's harness and everything. Yeah. Okay. Tell him she'll be out in just a second. See, you guys, this is my life. The kids and the dog. So thank you for your prayers, ladies. I really appreciate it. I know I really didn't want to talk about it too much because first of all, it's really emotional. You know, I was married a very long time, and you know, he and I had been really good friends for a number of years until he started seeing someone else, and even after he started seeing her, we were fairly good friends. I mean, but then it kind of all went sideways. So it's okay. I feel like in the long run of things, I feel so much better, and I feel like I don't know, I feel better. Yeah, the stress is off, Liz, it really is. Thanks, Luana. I'm wildly excited for myself too. I know I don't seem like it, but you guys, you know, it all really hasn't all sunk in yet because I was so prepared to go for like a trial, and then I was also told that, you know, that chances are that because he didn't turn over all, you know, they ask you for all these financial things, you know, and because he didn't turn over all the financial things um, that we may not go till January or February, and so, you know, it was like thinking that I was, or March, and then it was just a lot of stuff. And I was just, anyway, I'm very excited for myself too. I'm excited that it's over more than anything. And that, I think that's what I'm the happiest about, is that it's completely over and it's over. And I can move on with my life. And, you know, I guess it's not always 100% over, because in the state where he lives, you can always come back and modify things. I don't think he can modify his college contribution, but he can modify all the other stuff. But I don't know, you guys. I'm just going to try and think positively and just stay on that train of positive and just stay on the train of positive. So that's where I'm at. I'm sorry, the dog keeps barking. It's the kids are standing at the door, so that's what it is. And so the kids want the littlest one. Stop barking right now. Can you please come get the dog? Now. Well, hold on to her while you're getting ready. Because she's just going to stand and bark at the door.
Charlie, if you want to go outside.
Charlie thinks that she is a baby. She thinks she's a kid too. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do these, I think I'm going to... shh! Come here, Puppin. I'm sorry, guys. You guys get the full-blown kid. You get the full-blown dog kid. Can you hear the children outside singing? The little boy that's waiting for my daughter, standing right outside the door singing. Okay, I'm going to let those dry, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stencil over this with black, because I have that crazy black chalk paint. The kids come for the sweetie. They do come for the sweetie every time, Cassandra. Bye, APG! Oh, I hope you feel better. I am pleased for me too, Carla. I am like, can I tell you, I'm like, have you ever been so tense for something and then it's over and then you're just like, you have like this exhale feeling? To any of you guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? The dog thinks she's playing. She can't even catch her. I'm sorry. Do you want me to try to catch her? Can you bring her over here close to me? Can you chase her over here?
No, she's gonna go this way.
All right, I'll come and help you. All right, you guys, hang on one second. I gotta catch the dogs, because otherwise the dog's just gonna. And if she leaves without the dog will stand at the door and cry.
I'm gonna stand right here, and you're gonna.
All right, I'm gonna get up. All right, get your girls. Keep painting your magazine pages. We're gonna do it a couple more times.
Why are you shaking, Pop? Come here.
This is ridiculous. Be careful, don't let this slip, okay? It's raining out. Don't stay too long, please. Come home before dark, please. Thank you. And if you go anywhere other than where you told me you're going, call me or text me. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is my life. Do you guys love it? It is like a weight taken off. If you guys have no idea, it was so stressful. It was ridiculous. It was beyond ridiculous, because it wasn't something that I was expecting. It was like, you know, when you think something's over or it's done, or you know, we had an agreement for a number of years, like, I don't know, 8 years. So for us to have an agreement for 8 years that all of a sudden is like null and void or whatever, anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's just, I'm just glad. You guys, I'm so glad that it's done, and I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's done, and I'm glad I'm home. And you know, part of me was like wondering if I would really like, because you know I used to live on the East Coast, so part of me was kind of wondering, am I gonna wish that I still lived there? Oh my God, you guys, it was so cold. I have lived here so long that my body just can't handle it, and my body just cannot handle the cold weather. So I can't really tell. I don't. Why can't you see what that is? Maybe. Anyway, so that's just how it was, you guys. I'm just glad it's done. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I don't have to think about it anymore. I'm glad that you know it's over. I'm glad that it's over, and I'm glad that that I can move on, and that I don't have to think about things anymore. But I'm much happier for my daughter. I'm wondering maybe I should do a different stencil because you can't really tell. It was freezing. It was like 19 degrees in Boston. You guys, I haven't been in that cold. My lips got chapped. It's like a metallic leopard. Well, no, because when I cut it up, I'm going to do half of it metallic and half of it blue. It'll be like, I don't know. It is kind of like a metallic leopard. I don't know. This stencil is not exactly like, I thought it would work out better. I thought you could see the gears more, but you can't really. You can't really see the gears. So I'll find a different stencil. I'll do a little bit of black on this one, and then I'll, so that the other pages can have black on it too. And then I'll add some other colors to it. I don't know, maybe some blue or something, because I was going to do it blue and black and metallic. I just thought, because some people like their ornaments with a theme, right? They're not as random as me. You guys know me, I'm pretty random. So I'm just glad it's over. I feel like the weight of the world's been lifted off of me, and actually, like, I feel I don't know. I feel like there is, like, I feel like there's, like, I don't want to say like there's justice, but like greed doesn't always win, you know, because sometimes I don't want to say I'm so materialistic, because I don't feel like I am, but when it comes to my kids and their opportunities, I want them to be okay, like just like everyone else. I mean, I'm no different than you guys. I want my kids to be okay, you know. I want them to be all right, and I want things to work out okay, and I want, you know, just like everyone else. Like, I don't. What did you say? Yes, we're going to have a crafting weekend at Susan's when she moves to her house, and I'm excited for her. I don't want to say that I'm not materialistic, because, I mean, I'm crafty materialistic. Like, I like crafting supplies, but I'm not, you guys, I don't have to have like a name brand this or a name brand that or anything like this. I don't need all that. That's not me. All right, let me see. I'm going to paint a little bit more on some other things and see how it comes out. What are you guys talking about? What are you going to do in our project about what, Lucinda? About Garfield? Is that what you said? Or what did I miss? What are you doing? What are you doing in our project about? No, I love my kids. My kids are my world, you guys. My kids are everything to me. I mean, you know, I know I drive them crazy and they get annoyed at me just like everybody else's children get annoyed at them too, but you know, it's like my kids are like everything to me. Like, I can't imagine my life without them. I can't imagine, like, I don't know. My kids are awesome, and I appreciate everything they do, and I appreciate all that they are, and I love my kids. I think that, I mean, not that everybody loves their children. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, it was only ever about my kids. Bet, are you cutting? What did you cook tonight? Ooh, good. What'd you cook, Susan? I'm glad for my girls too, Cassandra. I really am. Hi, Dawn. Dawn, tell Leah I loved her little ears that she made. Those are so cute. They are really, really, really cute. I loved them. Loved the ears that she made. Loved them. They were awesome. I love them. They came out really great. You made sausage and cabbage with noodles? Ooh, that sounds great. She's cutting your magazines into shreds. Oh. You guys have to go over to Free Cycle. Ash told us all about this site called Free Cycle, and you have to answer a bunch of questions, but if you do, you get a whole lot of free fashion magazines, and they're really good fashion magazines, not like crappy ones. And Susan answered all the questions. I begged her. I said, would you do mine? Because I started, but I didn't finish. Guys, I haven't been able to function. I've been so stressed out over all this. It's been ridiculous. So now that it's done, I can focus back on my life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing back on my life now. I'm focusing on my life, and I'm not going to think about other stuff. So that is what I'm doing. I'm focusing on my life. You have the circle stencil? You guys, I have to be honest. I'm like not happy with the stencils that I have. I told you guys so for years I made stencils out of all kinds of stuff, mostly recycled plastic packaging. And I told you guys my story about when I moved all my stuff for my daughter to move back into her room, to move from this other space. They were in a shoebox, and half of them were in a shoebox, and half of them were in one of those things that you get when you buy a set of sheets, those plastic bags, which I love those. I love them. I mean, I use them for my craft supplies. If you guys have never done that they work amazing. Those plastic things that you get your sheets in that have zipper on. Anyway, they were made out of like packaging. They were made out of I don't know, packaging and some cardboard, some plastic that I had gotten from somebody who had moved, and they wrapped some things in this heavy black plastic, and I had made them out of vinyl, and they're all hand cut. I don't have a laser cutter, so they're all hand cut, but they're covered in paint because I never really cleaned them because I used them a lot, and I made a lot of them out of cardboard, so I guess a lot of them look like they were like. My daughter thought it was like a bag of painted trash, and she threw them out. I saw the ones that Shannon did. I really did. Those were nice. Those stencils. I don't remember who was the maker of the stencils. Do you guys remember? But honestly, I like making my own, and I'll do it again, and I'll do a couple of videos with you guys and show you. But you have to really be set up for it. You have to have a really good sharp Rambo knife, matte knife. And you have to have printed out what you want, because you draw it onto your plastic, and then you cut it out with, you can't make them this thin. At least I never did. I'm sure you could do it if you made them with hot glue, but I haven't done them like that. But I made some really cool stencils, and I loved them a lot. And they were all hand cut. And they were what I like. So I'll do some again. You have to be set up for it. You need to get like a self-healing mat, and like something a quilter would use, a plastic mat that's like that you usually cut on. You need that. You need I don't know. You need a bunch of stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna let these dry, and then I'm gonna do some stenciling on these other. These are gonna be cut into the strips for my ornaments. So anyway, so she threw them out. I asked her, and she's like, yeah, I threw those out. I didn't know what it was. And I was like, okay. You guys, I can't. with everything I was going through, it doesn't really matter that she threw them out. She threw a bunch of my stuff out because she was trying to help. And you guys also have to realize that my family doesn't understand. My daughter doesn't understand what the difference between a craft supply and what is not a craft supply. Like, it looks like trash to her, you know? Hi, Grace. You got a super nice mandala stencil at Walmart? Oh, that sounds good. Deco Arts has some really nice ones. They're a little pricey. They've got some great 12 by 12 ones. I saw the ones that Shannon had today. I watched her video. I love Shannon Green, as you guys all know. And if you guys don't know who she is, go over and check her channel out. She's awesome. I liked them. It's just, right now, guys, I've been on a sort of a spending freeze for myself. You're going to order some, Tiff? Oh, good. Order some. Hi, Jean. Hi, Sherry. Well, and you know, I can also make some from my die cutting machine too, you guys. I have like a die cutting machine. I could just make a bunch of stencils from my die cutting machine, but I haven't. But I could, and I might. You never know. I might do that. I might. I might make some stencils from my die cutting machine. I've done it before in the past, and they come out good too. So it's all in what you want to make, and it's all in like what you're used to. I like stencils that make more of an impact. I think most of the stencils that I have are meant to be used in like tiny journaling spots. They're for scrapbooking. Oh, you get a new kitty, Liz? Oh, congratulations. I don't know what he was singing to her. Could you hear him singing? He loves her. He's a little boy down the street. I think he must be like 8. He has a super huge crush on her. And she's really good with all kids. And she loves to play with him. And his grandpa's hilarious. Like his grandfather taught them all how to play spades. And I hadn't taught her how to play spades. So now we all play spades. So his grandpa watches him. And so, I don't know. You know, I'm really lucky. The kids that live in our neighborhood are really good with each other. And they really love each other. And they're great with my daughter. They're all good friends, and they all try to be nice to each other, and it's quite a nice little thing. What material do I use for my stencils? Is that what you're asking? I use recycled things, Carla. Like, you know, I got some plastic packaging. I'll try to show it to you next time. I have a box of it. I collect plastic packaging that can't be recycled. You know, Christmas time's a great time to start collecting that stuff. I'm not trying to get you guys to hoard things, trust me. No hoarding. But what I am going to share with you is that Christmas time is a great time to, because lots of things come in packaging that you can't recycle. And so if you find yourself with a lot of cool packaging, save it. You know, big plastic, and it doesn't matter. It just needs to have a flat surface. Sometimes I make it out of those plastic salad containers. You can make it out of cardboard. You can make it out of anything. You can make it out of vinyl. I don't know. I make it out of just about everything. I mean, it all depends upon what you want. You just need it to sit flush to your page. That's really all you need it to do, is sit flush to your page. You missed the plastic from the bacon? Yeah, that might be something good. You know what? I try not to use stuff that's had meat on it, because if you do, you need to soak it in bleach. Because the last thing I want to do is to have any sort of bacteria growing on any of my stuff. So I don't use stuff that's had meat products on it. I do use, unless you can stick it in a dishwasher and it doesn't melt, or you can soak it in bleach. And you do want to clean it thoroughly if it's had meat products on it. All right, so I have enough to start my next one. It's going to be eclectic in a different color, but that's okay, and it'll be fine. I'm going to get my ruler out, and I'm going to measure the other side of my magazine page, and I'm just going to do 1-inch strips. What did you guys say? I missed who was asking the book page question? Now, for your Secret Sister swap, do what you want. I mean, I'm going to show you guys on Tuesday my envelope that I've made, my filled envelope, and mine's pretty chock-a-block full of what I've made, and I figure we'll make some stuff together too then. You can paint on some, you can leave some plain. If it depends on what kind of book pages you give. You know, just give something you want to receive. You know, the minimum thing was just a guideline. It was for you to get, okay, I need to at least put this. Now, everything else you add extra is awesome. You know, but you want to fill your envelope, especially if those in the U.S. and you're sending it in one of those, the envelope to mail it in is like $6.40 or something, right? So you want to make sure it's full. You don't want to send it not full. So maybe I'll make one that's completely, let me see if I make one with 10, how that comes out. Let me see how one with 10 comes out. One. I'm looking for some button cards for mine because I thought maybe I would make some of my crazy paper buttons and put them in mine for my Secret Sister. I mean, my Secret Santa swap. And so I was going to make some button cards, but guys, now that all this stuff is over from my life right now, I can totally focus on it. Let's see, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Anyway. You know, put in stuff that you want. I'm going to put in some fabrics. I have some fabric swatches I'm going to put in. I thought I would put some stuff to make tassels in, maybe even make a tassel, I don't know. I have some really cool handmade paper I'm going to put in. So you have until the 20th to sign up, and your partners will be sent to you on the 21st. Now, obviously, or your person. Obviously, it's a secret. And the only thing you need to do is mail me the proof of your mailing to your person, and you have to ship it out by the 15th of December. That's it. So that they get it. I mean, you can mail it out. You can mail it out as early as the 1st of December. But no later than the 15th. I guess you could mail it out whenever you want. It's up to them to open it up, right? So it's up to them whether they want to open it up or not. What did you say, Tiff? Okay, wait. Tiff says that she's seen someone on YouTube. I believe the die has to be fixed up. Use a rolling pin. You know, I honestly don't know if that really works. But I mean, if you say it does, if you see somebody, then please share it in the group because metal dies are very. I mean, you need the even pressing on all the paper for it to cut. So I don't think it's going to look like a leopard now, Susan. Do you think it's going to look like a leopard? Maybe I'll do the, let's see if this one's dry or not. These were thinner. The magazine pages from that Fingerhut catalog were thinner. Are you talking about for a die, or are you talking about for an embossing folder? I've seen somebody use a rolling pin for an embossing folder, and I've seen it work fairly well, but I have never seen anyone use it for a die. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry I'm not so chatty. What did I do that was good? I ate at a really good Thai restaurant in Boston. It was super good. I wasn't there long enough to do anything. I was on. You bought an Eiffel Tower steel die for $7 this week? Oh, that's great, Cassandra. I didn't do anything, you guys. I was really mostly in the airport and the airplane. Watched a lot of movies on the airplane. That I did. Did I watch any that was worth talking about? Let's see. What did I watch that was worth talking about? I guess my head just wasn't in the game. I was like, what did I watch that was good? Oh, I watched Table 19. That was kind of cute. With Anna Faris and I don't know who all the rest of them were. That was a cute show. What else did I watch? Let me see, what else did I watch? Let me see if my hole punch will punch through all these at once. It wouldn't earlier, but it might have been so dull. Maybe it will now. What did I see? I watched a lot of movies, and you can tell they made such an impression on me. Well, I can. Awesome. What did I watch? Guys, I can't even remember. And I watched a ton of them. I did watch in the hotel because I had insomnia. You guys, I hardly slept. It was ridiculous. So let's see this. What do I have now? Let's see. I have gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I watched that HGTV show where the people flip those houses. I watched that a lot. That was like, I was up all night. I never watched that, so I loved it. I was a little bit addicted to it, where they, you know, the one where the couple, Chip and Joanna, where they're redoing houses. Oh, you guys, I'm not even full of vim and vigor. I'm full of exhale. I'm in full of exhale, you guys. That's what I'm full of. I'm full of exhale right now. Okay, just remember that you want the painted side out when you do your ribbon thing. What are you guys talking about? You bought a used journal cover from a Facebook group? What kind of journal cover did you buy, Liz? Hi, Dixie. How are you? Okay, for those of you that just joined us, we're making Christmas ornaments. Okay, we're making them out of paper. Painty paper, of all things, right? They're not on HGTV anymore. Those are reruns. Well, now I know, because I just started watching them. She's moving on to something else. Are they breaking up? Did they get divorced? Is that what it is? Seems like everybody that does those shows moves on. I'm sorry, guys, coughing. So you know what? I'm going to get my Christmas tree this next week, you guys. And I don't usually do them. They're not divorcing? Well, that's good. Didn't that other HGTV couple divorce? I don't remember their names. They used to buy houses in LA. She was blonde and beautiful. I love that show. I loved them. They were like awesome. I liked that. You know, I like HD TV, but I don't get to watch it. So now I watched it. Guys, I watched it and it was awesome. Okay, so you punched holes through them. Now you're going to tie your double knot at the bottom so that it makes like your tassel. Oh, and I set this in paint, which is awesome, right, you guys? But she was blonde but not beautiful. I thought she was. I thought she was beautiful. You guys are so funny. Laura says you can buy Magnolia Farms products from Target. Is that the name of their company, Magnolia Farms? You guys, I don't watch enough television to know anything. Not enough anything. Yeah, that's who it was, Jillian. Tarek and Christina. Yeah, they went there, they flipped and flopped. They split up. Yeah. So, yeah, I liked that show too. But I don't have regular TV enough to watch that, you know? It's like if we watch television, we have Netflix. Does anybody else not have TV besides me? And I have Netflix. I mean, we have Netflix and we have, oh my gosh, what's it called, you guys? My head can't even think. Amazon Prime. Right, this one was not as thick as, this paper was not as thick as the other one, and I only put 10 in. I think I'm going to have to go back through and put 12 because I don't think it's going to, I don't think it's going to, be enough, but we'll see. This one has 10, and usually I put 12. But maybe 10 is all you need. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I don't want to squish it as much. I guess you don't need 12, but 12 makes it more full. 12 gives you less of a gap. And I guess I could make it less, I could make it more poofy and less squishy. Just gotta get inside there and open it up. You guys test it and figure out your own formula. You know, and if you guys ever made these with your kids growing up, it was super fun, right? You watch Netflix? I watch Netflix too. You guys, we stopped television when my daughter, that was 19. I never forget this. I don't remember where we were. I think we were eating at somebody. I think we were visiting some friends. And she started demanding that we get home in time to see some show she wanted to watch on the Disney Channel. And that's when I was like, oh no. I was like, this is definitely not a good sign. You know, like when you're planning your life around a television program and you're a kid, I was like, oh no, we're not doing that. So after that, we haven't had TV. So we have Netflix and that's it. Netflix and Amazon Prime. And when my older daughter was here, we had Hulu. Did any of you guys ever watch Hulu? So, but you guys get the general gist. You can do these where they're rounder, and the thicker the cardstock, the better. Like if I'm gonna do that finger hut flyer again, I'm gonna glue 4-ply it, because 2-ply, like these hold their shape, and these are like junk mail and regular magazine pages. These hold their shape better than this. But you guys get the general idea. $100 a month is crazy for basic cable. That's really crazy, Tiff. I agree. That's like way out. That's too out of the ballpark. That's ridiculous. That is definitely a little, that's too expensive for me too. It has nothing to do with the expense because actually our house comes with cable, but we just don't watch it. I don't want my daughter, I don't want her to be like the other one, be like so into the television that if we're not home and she doesn't get to see her show, that the whole world comes to an end. Do you know? That's what I don't want to happen. Okay, so definitely use, if you're going to use a cheaper magazine, glue more of them together. I still think it came out good and I can still work with it. Like I could add more and it would be fuller. There's no string pulling magic. It's nothing. It's nothing, Liz. It's nothing. So I made 3 of them. I could do another one. I mean, but these are, and make them smaller. You guys can make them smaller. I mean, just because I've gone all out and made them like this ridiculous big size or whatever, I did it because I thought it would show up better. But you could make them as small as you want, you know? And you can put some really cool tassels on them or beads or whatever on the bottom. If you had beads that you enjoyed. You know, since she's our last one, we don't watch TV during the week unless it's like something that like unless it's like, like one of our days off and it's like we're all going to do it together. We try not to watch, at least I don't let her watch it. I may watch it late at night when I'm up, but I'm not really watching. I just usually have it on for company. So you guys get the general gist. I mean, these are super simple. If you have scrapbooking paper, do it with 2 pieces of scrapbooking paper. It would look awesome with scrapbooking paper. Different 2 tones of scrapbooking paper. You don't have, and you don't have to smash them down to where they're this fat. You could do them where they're more round. When you say you don't have the cable, people look at you. Look, it comes with our house, but we don't use it. I can hear my neighbors use it. Who has it? You have a DVR, Susan? Oh, that's awesome. DVRs are awesome. Okay, I think I have enough to do one more. Let me just move it out of my paint. Because I have got paint everywhere. Let me move my paint away. Ridiculous, my paint. Guys, I got my painty lids going on. My painty lids. Let me see how many I have of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, what do I have here? 8, 9. Ooh, 10. Let's see, 10, 1. In between them, 11. 12 works better, you guys. That's just what I figured. 12 works better, but it also works better when you use thicker. Let me see if I can do it with 11. Let's try it with 11. Maybe I can put this purple one in there. It's kind of metallic-y. Hang on. Let's see. 12. Okay. Oh, you know what I watched? Which I probably would never have watched. I watched Jackie with Natalie Portman. It was actually really good. I was surprised. I was surprised. Cassandra says she has YouTube and an antenna in her room. Good for you. We have a smart TV, and so I have to say YouTube is great on a smart TV. You can see it big. Oh my gosh, it's awesome when you watch it big, don't you think? How many of you guys have ever watched YouTube big? Like, only thing is, I haven't figured. I think you have to chat on your phone, right? I haven't ever chatted on my. It's like, Sorry I'm not jovial and laughing, you guys. I'm just so happy just to hang out with you girls. Pat, we love you. Cassandra said she unplugged 2 years ago. Good for you, Cassandra. Good for you. Guys, we didn't even have a TV forever. When I turned 50, Hottie bought us a TV. So I like to watch old movies, and he bought us a TV. So, and he bought us a smart TV, and then he downloaded all these old movies and bought me all these old movies and put them on a disc and on a USB, and we watched the night I turned 50, we watched old movies and had popcorn and all hung out, and it was awesome, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I loved it. Okay, here's the string magic. Okay, so you want all of your painted sides, the sides that you like, you want them all going the same direction. You want to bend your so the paint side's out. Curve it a little. And then you want to thread your needle. And I'm using a big-eyed needle. And I'm using tulle, but you guys use whatever you have. If you have string, use string. If you have yarn, use yarn. Make these would be excellent made out of music book pages. You know, they'd be super good. So if you want the tassel part on the outside, you're going to go from the outside in, and you're going to tie your knot. And you might want to tie it, depending upon, if you have a crocodile and have like a smaller hole, then you don't have to tie it as many times, but I'm using like a regular 99-cent hole puncher from Office Max or whatever. Guys, I don't know where my stuff is. I am gonna unpack it all. I made a resolution for myself that I'm unpacking it all. And, oh, poop. All right, so make sure your knot doesn't go through your hole. That's the only thing you want to make sure. You may have to, if you had beads, you could put a bead on it. Okay, I didn't even look for my beads. Okay, did not look for my beads. I did not look for them. But if you have beads, that's awesome. Okay, so who wants to watch the folding magic? Here it is. You just go right back through the hole. You go back to the outside, and then you're going to go through the inside. This is it. Did you see the magic? So if you want to mail it flat, you mail it like this and mail it with instructions on how to do it, right? Just tell them to gather it and tie a knot. So here it is. You pull it up to the size you want and you start opening it. That's the magic. Done deal. Done. No magic. That was the magic. What are you talking about? 10 or 12 cans of what? Oh, 10 or 12 strips. Yeah, and use your thicker magazine pages, because I used that one was made out of a Fingerhut catalog, and it needed to be 4-ply for that. But you only need to paint on one side because you don't see the inside. But if you have scrapbooking paper, use that. Use whatever you have, you guys. You know me, I'm about use what you have. I'm definitely not about going to buy something else just because it's the next latest, greatest, whatever. This one had 12. I think 12 is the magic number. 12 works best. That's what I think. But you know what? You test it out for yourself and you decide what works best for you. If you decide less is better, then do it. Or maybe your paper's thicker than mine. I have a feeling if you used cardstock or like those really thick junk mail flyers, you may not need 10 or 12. But, you know, decide, or do them wider if you want, or make a bunch to make them thinner. I mean, it's up to you. This is it's your thing, you know. There's no right or wrong. And if you have a bead, you might want to go ahead and put a bead on it. You know, a bead would be great. I just don't. You guys, I was lucky to do today. I did today for me because I wanted to hang out with you girls. Like we almost missed school this morning because I couldn't even get up. So I got in and was so groggy and then fell asleep, and then this one might be done too tight. All right, let me open it up a little. And then just tie the knot in it, or you could even cut it off and just put a hook on it, or whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong. Got my needle caught in the tool. But Cassandra, this would be a great project for your kids, because you could do it in math, because you have to measure 1-inch squares, you know. Yeah, they're 1 inch. I used this is 1 inch. They're 1 inch long by, what is this? This is 1 inch by 5.5 inches. So you could use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper if you wanted. I just use magazine pages, but this is a great kid project for those of you that like to do them with kids. Yeah, it's 1 inch, 1 inch. But you can do them any size you want. Cassandra, this is so fun. And can you imagine if you did a bunch of painted papers with kids? Or, you know what? The other thing you could do it with too, because you teach kids, do it with your homework. You know, all the homework that they bring back, all the work that they bring back. Think about all the homework you throw away or whatever that they do, right? What if you found some math worksheet that they did, or a couple of them, and glued them together and cut them up, and then they made ornaments out of it? Wouldn't that be cool? Their parents would love it. Keeping it on their Christmas tree for when, remembering when their kids were in the 5th grade doing, whatever. Stuff like that. Sometimes I save my daughter's homework sometimes and put it in junk journals. Is that ridiculous? I mean, I have, I've used her stuff for like tags and tabs, and, especially because it comes home and, there's only so much of it you can keep as a parent, right? But if you made these as Christmas ornaments, their parents would be like, oh, that's so cute. We have their, whatever, so they throw all that stuff away. But now you guys see. You see my ridiculous Christmas ornament tangents. But I think they come out good. I mean, these are just magazine pages. Imagine if and you might want to test it out, Cassandra. I mean, maybe you want to do more than 10 or 12, And you can do it with any age level, right? Anybody can cut. Even if it's not perfect, it comes out good. Yeah, schools use heavier paper. Yeah, definitely. You can say no to anything you want to. Oh, Fee, that's so awesome. Hi, Kate. So you guys get the general gist. You get the idea. All right, all you lurkers, say hi. Say hey. Like this one was only with 10. It needed to be with 12. I may take it apart and add 2 more, because otherwise it just looks puny compared to the others. But I may make some out of my daughter's homework. I certainly have a pile of it. You heard my door open. Now it's my daughter coming home, Scotty. You could put bells on the bottom. You could totally put bells on the bottom. You could put tassels on the bottom. You could put bells on the bottom. You could put paper beads on the bottom. You could, I mean, this is just, I just wanted to do something fun and easy with you guys. And we're getting ready to put up our Christmas tree. So, yes, I'll do library pockets. I can make a library pocket. Let me see if I have anything right close to me that's like, because I've got paint everywhere. I'm not a neat crafter, you guys. And I'm going to tell you how big my table is, because somebody asked me last week, and I was like, it's tiny, and they didn't believe me. So my table is, hang on, I'll tell you, 12 plus 12 plus, my table is 32 inches. This is 32 inches. I don't know how big is it this way. Is it the same way? I think it's 32 by 32. And so my table is small, you guys. This is one side of it. This is the end right here. Can you guys see where, right here where the pink paint is? It's on the end, right here. Can you see the pink paint right here? That's the end of my table. And right over here is the same. You can see my coffee cup. It goes to the end of my coffee cup. So that's how big the table is wide. It's about the size of a stovetop. It is. No, because somebody was telling me, somebody wrote me this thing. Do you guys ever read the comments people leave under my videos? Some of them are good. Some of them are ridiculous, but whatever. So somebody said something to me the other day. It was like, I don't know, something about my space or whatever. And I just thought, you know what, lady? Seriously? Okay, I'll make a library pocket with you. Let's see. Let me find. I have this, which I love. These are so ridiculous, but they're fun. This is this lady doing her exercises. This will make a great library pocket. The key is to figure out what I want to go at the bottom. Okay, it'll be this lady doing this. Okay, so here's the library pocket. Whoever just asked for the library pocket, whoever asked for it. So the easiest thing ever. Okay. So your library pocket, any size page. Okay, any size. Okay, so here, this is an even easier way than I normally do it. Okay, fold the bottom up about a third or a little less than a third. Okay, you got that? I fold each side back about a ½ inch on this piece of paper. It can vary. It doesn't have to be this exact. You can make them any size to fit any space you have in your book. You can make them tiny, you can make them big. Okay, so here's what you have. You have your page folded up a third, and you folded both sides back. All right? This one's kind of a big library pocket, but you get it. You're going to open it up, and you're going to snip it right where the fold is. Just going to snip it right to the line of where you folded it on both sides. Okay, so now what you have is you have this, you have your paper folded, and you have it snipped here. I think it lays better if you do this, but this is not mandatory and it's up to you. If you cut both sides at an angle, both sides, the bottom side and the top side at an angle. And you're not going to see it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want anyone to say, oh, will you? You know, and I don't always cut them. It just depends on how thick the paper is, okay? So there you go. This is what it looks like, okay? So you're going to fold this in. You're just going to put glue on the two inside flaps. Where's my glue? Can you see it? Am I in frame? Kiss in the Desert, you can't remember her name. Oh my gosh, you guys are so hilarious. I like that song. Okay. All right, and then you fold it up. Fold your flap, your third of your flap up, right? And then you're going to turn it over and you're going to fold this back. Now what's kind of cool is if you don't glue it flush like I'm gluing it, and you just glue these sides to your page, it gives you two tuck spots. Like it gives you a tuck spot here and a tuck spot here. If you glue just these, if you leave them like this and then just glue those to the page on which you're gluing it down. But I'm just gluing it to itself right now. So you guys can make these out of anything. Make them out of your painty papers. Make them out of your... You can make them out of newspaper. As long as you make it thick enough, you'd probably have to do like, you know, 4 or 5 ply to make it thick enough, but you could do it out of newspaper. And there you go. I don't even know if I have a tag. Let me see if I have a tag close by. Cause in the dead, now you guys got me thinking that song. You can't remember your name because you ain't no one for to give you no name. La 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 la. And voila. Is that good? That's good, Edna. Edna says she works on a 48 by 48 table. Is Lizzie here? I don't know. Is Lizzie here? That was me singing, Susan. You were the one that was like playing that song. Oh, you guys, so we'll work on our Secret Sister next week, our Secret Santa, you know? And then after we finish that, we're going to work on our Power Pack because we're going to mail those out at the end of January. But I am going to do a series of making, I'm going to take this one apart and add 2 more to it. We're going to do a series of making, making an index, a tag a day. Because, you know, like I was talking with one of you guys, I don't know, it was last week or the week before, and we were talking about making time for art, right? And she was like saying how she doesn't have any time for art and, you know, how she feels her creativity wanes and how she really doesn't try new things. And so I said, well, why don't you just make a tag? Just make a tag. And so we were talking about it. So I think starting soon, I don't know exactly when, I'm going to start doing a video and we'll make a tag a day. You're welcome, Shelly, to 20,004. Okay, I'm gonna add another one to this end because you guys, the 10 didn't work. It needs all of the, it needs the 12. So I'm gonna add 2 more. Let's see, I have them right here. In the desert. No, you got me singing that song, Susan. Really, seriously. I can't remember your name because there ain't no. You got me singing that song. I used to love that group. They're probably all dead now, right? A tag a day. It sounds like fun. Well, I'm going to try, Edna, I'm going to try to actually do a video. I won't do it live. But I'll try to do a video. I'm going to try to do at least once a week, maybe twice a week. I don't know. It depends on how, if I can get myself together. If I was smart, I'd do it every day. But I'll try to do a video, or I'll try to video myself making them every day so that you guys can, first of all, have a good laugh. And second of all, start doing it with me. Because I think if we all just arted a little bit more, gonna have to take it all the way off. If we arted a little bit more, if everybody arted a lot more, we would all be a lot happier. Don't you think? If everybody arted a little bit more, we'd all be happier. Art more. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. You did, Stacy? Awesome. We're glad you signed up. Good for you. Yeah, where's Vicky? Where's your horse? Where's Vicky Pearl and her horse? Linda, I art every day. I do art every day. I don't always, it's not always beautiful art, but I do make art every single day. I try to paint every day. I mean, I don't always get to, but I make the grand attempt to art every single day. And by arting every day, I think for myself, I'm like better, you know, I make myself feel better. Night, Jillian. You paint papers every day. Linda, your painty papers are awesome. Your painty papers rock. Okay? Your painty papers rock. Hey, VA, how is your husband's surgery? Is VA here? Is Miss Vicka Pearl? Oh, my phone's ringing. Do you love it? You guys, they don't know. Don't they know I'm live streaming? Don't they know I'm live streaming, you guys? My phone's ringing. How dare them not know I'm live streaming? Okay, so I think it's going to work out better with, and I can always make it tighter if 12 is definitely the magic number, okay? Even if you don't see all of the pieces, 12 is the magic number. How many of you guys make stuff with your grandkids or your children? This is a fun thing to make with them because it's like almost instant gratification and it can't really mess it up. And even if it doesn't last, like even if you know, date it and put it on your Christmas tree and it doesn't last, wasn't a big deal. Wasn't a lot of money into the supplies, right? Yeah, 12 definitely works better. 12 definitely works better. 12 works better. 12 definitely works better. 12 is the best number for this. So I can't wait to see what you guys make. I'm sure yours are going to be way better than mine. But I can't wait till you guys do them. Can't wait to see what you do. Especially you, Miss Linda. You could do this with your serendipity paper too, you guys. For how many of you guys have been making serendipity paper? That, I think, next to Painty papers is my other addiction. Ugh. Guys, it's ridiculous, but I love it. Okay? I love serendipity paper and I love Painty papers. So, and how many of you guys have like bits and pieces of scrapbook paper or wrapping paper when you're wrapping your things that you have left over? This is great to use that for that too. Right? So I think anybody can do it. What did you say? Susan says tomorrow she's going to have, Samantha says tomorrow she's going to have your daughter join her Facebook group, join her in her Facebook account. Go do it. Her name is Amanda. Okay. So when you join Samantha on Facebook, it'll give you some questions. So just tell us, it's me, Samantha. It'll give you, how did you hear about Crafting Wellness? It's really more of a deterrent because for bots or whatever, but it'll give you questions and you can just tell us it's you. Well, so you can make these out of serendipity paper. You can make these out of serendipity paper too. So these are super fun. It's super easy, you guys. Super easy. Anybody can do it. I'm leaving them on their side so you can kind of see them because you can't really see it otherwise. I don't know how to do it. Serendipity paper. Oh, Clara, we'll have to discuss that another day. That is like one-of-a-kind paper that you make out of your scraps. And it's addictive. Make it out of scraps of anything. Scraps of Painty paper. So you guys see my Christmas ornament. You know what I'll do? I'll show you guys my Christmas tree when we get it up. And it's going to just have handmade stuff on it because I'm so happy to see you guys. You have no idea. Okay, who wants a little woo-woo? I know I need it because I need it because my body's so sore. Oh, Diana, we're so happy you're here with us. And I'm happy I'm home. Oh, sleep well, Diana. Clara, there is a couple, I've done a couple of videos on serendipity paper. There's also a couple of live streams with it. There's also, I think, a super short one too. So if you go onto my YouTube channel and you put in serendipity paper, so those of you that want to stay for the woo-woo, want to stay for the energy work, I welcome you to. We're just going to do a little bit of energy boost and a little energy work. Oh, Kate, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy that I'm here too. I have to tell you guys, I missed you so much, but I felt your love. You guys, I felt your love and your support. I felt amazing. I felt the prayers and the love and support, especially when I really needed it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys holding me in your thoughts and in good space. And I missed you guys too. I promise on Tuesday I'll be in my rare form, and I had some ridiculous stuff happen to me while I was gone, and I'll share it with you. Anyway, my head's just still spinning from my whole trip. So, good night, Shelly 2004. So for those that want to stay and do the energy work, all you need to do is find yourself a comfortable place to relax. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Either way, it doesn't matter. I prefer to have my eyes closed. It just helps me to let go a little more. And if you can't sit with your feet flat on the floor, just image your feet on the floor. Just image your feet flat on the floor. That's all you have to do. Good night, Linda. You're staying with us, but you're on Smart TV. Awesome. And for all you need to do to, night CJ, all you need to do to participate is say yes to yourself. And for those that don't want to receive the energy work, just say no and you don't get it. But you will collectively get a feeling of peace and calm. Okay, because I know somebody said last time or the time before that they didn't say yes, but they felt peace and calm. Well, we're all connected as a group. So, you know, you'll feel, as the group feels more peaceful and calm, you'll feel the same. Okay? So close your eyes for those and take a deep breath in. And put your feet on the floor. Or image your feet flat on the floor if you can't put your feet directly down. See yourself in a column of light. And this column of light extends around you 6 feet in all directions. This is your light. This is your column of light. It belongs to you. When you look up, you can't see the top, and when you look down, you can't see the bottom. It is endless light. I like to envision this as the brightest white light you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. Allow your column of light to enter deep, deep, deep into the earth. And when your column of light has reached as far as you can imagine, allow it to grow some tree roots. Allow these tree roots to go deep and wide and deep into the earth. Let's invite the earth's energy, our Mother Earth, the giver of our life, to rise up and fill our column of light. I see this light as gold light, or like gold, beautiful gold, that you can see, feel, think, or know this light any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy rising up through your column of light, through the crust, through the mantle, through the earth, through the floor, and through your feet, and spread in all directions, in your ankles and spread. Feel it filling your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine and rising up all of your vertebrae. Feel it filling your lower abdomen and spreading. Feel it filling your waist and spreading. Your chest and spreading. Feel it filling your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Feel this beautiful energy rising up through your throat and spreading. Feel it filling your head and spreading, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high up as you can imagine. Breathe in this beautiful energy. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Feel this beautiful connection to the earth. Breathe it. Feel it filling your whole body and fountaining out your head. Ready? Breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Feel your connection to the earth. Give your body personality permission to receive the highest point of creation, cosmic, heavenly, angelic energy that you can easily, effortlessly imagine. I see this energy like silvery diamond light, but you can see, feel, think, or know this energy any way that works for you. Feel this energy entering in the top of your head and mixing with your earth energy and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Breathe it in. Feel it filling your face and spreading, your neck, down your spine, your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Breathe it in. Feel it filling your throat and your heart. Feel it filling your navel center. Feel it filling your lower abdomen. Feel it pouring out the base of your spine. Feel it going through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and out the bottom of your feet. Feel it. Feel it. And feel it. Now tonight we're going to do some releasing. We're going to focus on the base of our spine. And on the inhale, I want you to breathe. You're going to image at the base of your spine like a ball of light. And on the inhale, I want you to breathe in what you need. And on the exhale, I want you to let go of anything else. And you don't even know what you don't even need to know. Ready? Breathe in. Focus on the base of your spine. Ready? Breathe it in. And let go of anything else. And breathe it in. Receive what you need. And release anything else. Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And breathe it in. Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. Allow your attention to rise to your lower abdomen. Breathe in what you need. Receive it in love. Ready? Breathe in what you need. And release anything else. Your lower abdomen, see it as a ball of light. Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. Allow your attention to rise up to your navel. Envision a ball of light there. Receive what you need on the inhale. Ready? Receive it in. And let go of anything else. Receive and love whatever it is that you need. And let go of anything else. Inhale and receive whatever it is you need for each individual. So what I need may not be what you need. Whatever it is that comes to you, there's no right or wrong. Receive it in love. Focus on your navel center. Ready? Breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. And let go of anything else. Focus in your heart. Receive what you need. Whatever it is that your body personality needs at this time, maybe it's more patience, more kindness, more love, more attention to self. Maybe it's more financial abundance. Maybe it's just more peace. Maybe it's just more gentleness and kindness with yourself. there's no right or wrong. Receive what you need. Focus on your heart. Ready? See the ball of light in your heart. Ready? Receive what you need. And on the exhale, let go of anything else. Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. One more time. Focus on your heart. Receive and love. And let go of anything that you don't need. Receive and love. And let go of anything else. One more time. Receive and love. And let go of anything else. Now focus on your throat. See a ball of light there. Receive what you need here. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive what you need. And let go of anything else. Receive what you need. Receive what you need. And receive what you need. Focus on your forehead. Receive what you need. Ready? Breathe it in. Receive what you need. Receive what you need. And receive what you need. One more time. Receive what you need. Receive what you need. And receive what you need. Focus on the top of your head. See a ball of light there. Receive on the inhale. Ready? Receive what you need. Receive what you need. Focus on the top of your head. Receive what you need. And one more time, receive what you need. Now focus 6 feet above your head. See a big ball of light there. And I want you to inhale, receive and love, and feel it filling your whole body, pouring out your hands and feet. Ready? Receive what you need, 6 feet above your body. Receive what you need. Receive what you need. And one more time, receive what you need. Now on the next inhale, I want you to receive, focus on your heart. I want you to receive what you need. And on the exhale, I want you to send it to anyone else that you think may need it. It could be your home, your work, your friends, your family. It could be the places recently hit by natural disasters. It could be anything, any focus you want, your pets, any area of your life you feel needs just a little extra love. Ready? Receive in love, receive what you need, focus on your heart, and give it and send it to everyone else. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Last thing I want you to do is image a big figure 8, like an infinity symbol, standing on its side. The top of it reaches the 6-foot mark above your head. It crosses in your heart, and it goes 6 feet deep into the earth, crossing back into your heart and meeting itself at the top. On the inhale, I want you to receive the love of the divine. And on the exhale, I want you to give back the love to the divine. Ready? Receive the love. Feel it crossing your heart, going deep into the earth. Now give the love. Receive in gratitude and give in gratitude. Receive in gratitude and give in gratitude. And receive in love and give in love. Receive in love. Feel that infinity cross in your heart and enter deep into the earth and give back in love. So, my lovely ladies, how do you feel? Hi, Elizabeth. We've been live for 2 hours. It's okay, Maria. Good morning to you. We're happy to see you. We're happy to see you. I love what you're posting, Maria, the stuff that you're posting. I hope everything's going well for you and your family in Greece. There's no right or wrong after the energy work. You know, it's you. It's you filling yourself up with you. That's all it is. Some people see things, some people see colors, some people see nothing or feel nothing, but no, everybody received the same thing. Maria, we're so happy to see you. Elizabeth, we've been live for 2.5 hours. Sometimes you have to keep refreshing, and I'm sorry, you know, tonight wasn't planned. Normally I do Fridays, but I didn't know I'd be back in time. Oh, you're welcome, Edna. Oh, I'm glad you feel good, Carla. If you guys come back and listen to this, the energy stays on this recording. just don't do it while you're driving, okay? Because sometimes it takes you out of your body. Like it expands who you are, expands your consciousness of yourself, and it's just not good to do when you're driving heavy, using like, don't operate heavy equipment or use, like electric tools and stuff like that. So we're happy to see you, Elizabeth. We made Christmas ornaments. This is what we made. We made paper ornaments out of paper strips. This is what we made today. Out of Painty papers. Of course, my favorite thing on the planet, right? Painty papers. Painty magazine pages. That's what we made it out of. Painty throwaway flyers and magazine pages. Anybody else want to share how they're feeling? You're welcome, Cassandra. Cassandra, I will be coming to New York, but it's not going to be until the spring, I think. But when I come, I will make sure that I come into the city and we'll go have dinner or something. Maybe we can go have Indian food. Do you like Indian food? I love Baluchi's. Have you ever eaten at Baluchi's, that Indian restaurant, Baluchi's? I love it. Anybody else want to share anything they're feeling? Elizabeth said this is her time of year. Her maiden name is Rudolph. Awesome, Elizabeth. Well, today we made Painty paper Christmas ornaments because you know me, my life cannot be complete without a few Painty papers. I for whatever reason, right now my life is full of Painty papers. Oh, I'm happy to see you, Maria. I'll have to put it on my crafty. I have to put it on my crafty excursion list to come craft with you in Greece. Does anybody else want to share how they're feeling? Oh, Edna, I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm so glad. And if you miss the energy work, come back and listen to it anytime, and you can include whoever you'd like. Yes, you can keep a friend in your heart, of course. Oh no, Carla. Yes, absolutely. Yes, and I'll send your friend a boost too. Yes, you can focus this energy work on her, Carla. If you come back and you listen again, you can make the intention that you're doing this energy work for yourself and for your friend. Oh, Edna, that's so sweet. Yes, Carla, you can keep your friend in your heart. Absolutely. Her name is Carolyn. Oh, awesome. Well, we'll all keep Carolyn in our heart and our prayers. Definitely. Does she craft, Carla? Does your friend craft? Oh, you look forward to, I will totally, Cassandra, I will come and I hope I get to meet your mom. I would love to meet your mom. Maybe will your mom, does she venture out? Would she go out and eat Indian food with us? Yes, that would be so awesome, Maria. Crafting with the background of the Acropolis and the Parthenon. Oh my gosh. Yes, we could be painting papers. Yes, Maria, I would love that. She's not crafty, Carla. Well, we'll send her our love, We'll send her our love. Carla, if you message me her name, maybe we can all send her a card. Maybe those that want to participate can send her a sympathy card or send her a Christmas card. No, your mom won't go eat Indian? Well, we can eat Chinese. We could eat anything. New York City has the best food. Edna's saying, Lisa Churchill, wait, thank you again for the package to her sister. Oh, Edna, that's so awesome. So Lisa, thanks for thanks for sending Edna's sister a package. So Carla, why don't you message me her name and we'll put her on, we'll make an event and everybody can send, you can make a choice. You can send her, I mean, whatever you feel best. Do you think a sympathy card would be better, or do you think a Christmas card with just saying, I know you don't know me, but, you know, we're sending you love. She tells the story of going to Ghana and the food was too spicy. The food is much spicier in Ghana than it is in India. You know what? Also, I don't know if it's West African food or North African food that's so spicy, but there's a restaurant, or was a restaurant, down in the 20s on the west side that I went to one day with my daughter, and I love curry. I like spicy food. I have to tell you, this food was so spicy that the two of us cried, but it was so good. Lisa, thank you for sending that to Edna's sister. Edna, how is your sister? Carly, you said either one. Okay, awesome. Yeah, message me her info in the morning, and you know, whoever wants to participate, you know, can do it. It's not a mandatory thing, but I think, you know, 'tis the season of we're all making cards, sending an extra one with a special note of love and care, especially coming from complete strangers, I think sometimes moves people far more than anything. Oh, Sandra, I love spicy food. You know, I don't get it so much here. It's not as present as you would think it would be. Okay, did I lose some of you guys? Or some of you guys off in La La Land? And that's okay, because sometimes energy works that way. She's still making lines for food. Oh. So Edna, we'll post something in our Facebook group, so if anybody feels like sending a care package, it'll be great. Carla, I think everyone can send a card, or as many people that want to send a card. They're standing in line for food and water, Edna. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, Maria, I don't think the feeling ever goes away. Both my parents have passed, and they've been gone for quite a while. Like, my mother's been gone 10 years, I think. Maybe going on 11, and my dad's been gone about 8 or 9. What's on my table is, we made Christmas ornaments. These are Christmas ornaments that we made out of paper. We made them out of paper strips like this. This is what we made tonight. We cut, here, I can make one really quick with you. I can make an ornament for those that want to hang out for a few more minutes. We made them, I have a couple of strips left. I don't have a lot. We made some, I'm sorry, I've got a mess going on here. We made the ornament out of Painty papers, and what I found was, let's see, I can use this one too. What I found was, and we cut them in 1-inch strips. What I found was that it makes a better ornament if you make it out of heavier paper. This is like and you need 12 1-inch strips, and this is 1 inch by 5.5. I did one with 10 and it didn't work out so well with 10, but with 12 it works out the best. So 12 1-inch strips, they're 1 inch by 5.5. You could make them, if you wanted to make them thinner, you would probably need to make them shorter, or you'd have to add a lot more in order to make it full. I may have to glue one more magazine page together, but let's see. Let me add a little bit more paint to this too, because this is kind of monochromatic. My daughter's asking me, can she have one? I said yes, but not right this minute, because we're still working on them. Yes, you can have one. So let me do a little bit extra painty stuff on this one so that it has something more than and so it has something more than just these So it has some more color than just the orange and black because it was supposed to go with a couple of other things. And this was just like a throwaway magazine. It wasn't even a good one. Like, I think it might work better with a, I think that I found that it works better with a fashion magazine, or you'd have to do like 4-ply. It's like one page folded in half. I'll show you because I'll do one more, but let me just add some, need some other color to it. Let's see. Let's see if I have any. I had paint. Let's see if this is still wet. No. What did you say, Elizabeth? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, you guys have daylight saving time. I don't have it here in Hawaii, so I'm just going, I'm the same time every week, you guys. It doesn't change. If it's 9 o'clock Eastern time in the U.S., so whatever time that ends up being for you, it's 9 o'clock, and I do it on Tuesdays and Fridays, okay? It's the same time every week. It doesn't change. You know, even though I don't observe daylight saving time, I still am doing it at the same time every week. Okay, so whatever time that is in 9 o'clock on the East Coast of the U.S. And I'm sorry that we streamed, that you missed it. But I'm going to stream again on Tuesday, and who knows, if I get it together, maybe I'll stream over the weekend too. I have a bunch of projects on my list, and now that I'm feeling like a relief from the end of my ridiculousness, I may just do it. So you need a couple of pages. I need one more because I don't have enough strips. Let me see what I have here. I used this throwaway catalogs, but I will tell you, when you use the throwaway, some of these throwaway catalogs, you need to have, let's see. Let me glue it in double thickness and see how that works. So basically, it's one of these pages. I'm going to glue it together, and then I'm going to paint it. And I just used really cheap glue. I didn't even use good glue. I used cheap glue. So I'm going to, see, this one's like super thin. This magazine page. Let me move my strips. I'm dropping some of them on the floor. So, you know, the whole thing for me is the recycling part. I really love. Like, I love the recycling. You guys have no idea how much I love the recycling part. I love not having to throw away my stuff. I love, like, knowing that it's going to go, you know, instead of in a landfill, it's going to be made into some artwork. But, you know, if recycling, look, I'm not telling you have to make your stuff from recycling, but I'm telling you that's what I enjoy, okay? Sorry, guys, I didn't fold it ahead of time, and so it wrinkled. Not that it matters, but it's kind of good if you can get it flat. I mean, it's just a Christmas ornament. So, but whenever you do this, start in the center and go out, okay? So this is one, and I'm going to do another one, and then I'm going to glue those two together because this paper was really thin, and it makes it better. It makes it fuller when they're a little bit thicker. So use a nicer magazine, or do like me this time and glue it together. I gotta put my glasses back on. I can't see what you guys are saying. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Good night, Edna. So, anybody else want to talk about how they felt after their energy, that participated in the energy work, how you felt? You know, share with us what you felt. If you feel like it, you don't have to, but sometimes people feel all kinds of things and they think they're the only one, so they get nervous to share. And then later on they realize that other people were feeling the same thing. Now I'm going to glue these pages together with the other one, the other half, because let's just see if that works better for this ornament this time, because it didn't really, it worked fine. It comes out fine. It's just a Christmas ornament, but it's thinner than the other ones, so it doesn't do the folding part. So, you know, it doesn't puff so great. And it doesn't matter if there's wrinkles in it because you won't see it, okay? After you paint on it, you will not see it. Okay, now let's just go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and paint on this magazine page. And you only need to paint on one side of it, okay? You don't need to paint on both. I found my credit cards. What did I do with my credit cards? Oh, here they are. You guys, they come out good no matter what. And like I was mentioning to Cassandra earlier, she teaches kids, and this is such a great fun project to do with kids, and it's even more fun if you have their homework and stuff, you know, old homework. Think about how much homework kids do and take home and have, and all the papers. But if you like took some of their cool old homework, or especially if it has their handwriting, you know, like if they're doing their math problems or whatever they're doing, and it has things in their own handwriting, and it's just fun to make, and it's really super fun to imagine if your kid brought one home, you'd be like, wow, that's so awesome. The teacher was really thinking about me during the holidays, right? Now, I could have smoothed this one out a little better with the glue, but I didn't. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get myself all in a tizzy over it, because it doesn't really matter, in all honesty, because it's going to look good no matter what. It's going to come out good. It won't matter. Okay, it's going to come out. It'll come out good no matter what. And if you had spray inks, you could spray ink. You know, I mean, you could go to town. If you made a ton of Painty papers, you could just go for it. The cool thing is you only need one side, and it's the, you know, it's basically the size of a piece of notebook paper, right? Sort of. Sort of. Guys, I've got stuff all over this little tiny table. If you saw, I told you guys how big it is. It's like 3 feet wide. It's like 3 feet by 3 feet. Here's my favorite stencil that I had earlier. Where did I put it? Oh, I don't know. I'll use Carla's circle stamps. I love her circle stamps, so I'm going to use that. Just have to decide what color I want. Maybe I'll do some orange, because I don't have any orange on this one. I have black. Black is probably too much. And let me see if I have a brush. So. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Happy to see you. Happy to see you. How are things going with you? Oh, you're welcome, Elizabeth. You know, and I know what it feels like to be disappointed. Are you kidding? Okay, it's happened to me more than once, trust me. Where especially with the time thing. Does anybody want to share? Does anybody want to share what they felt during their energy work? Does anybody else want to share? You do need a hole punch, and you need some sort of ribbon. And I need my needle, okay. Now I'm cutting these up, so it doesn't really matter if it's not perfect. You just want, it's just going to give it a little bit of a different look. Okay, so here we go. Here's the easy part. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. You only need to paint it on one side. I'm going to cut it. You're going to measure 1-inch strips. Carla, we're really sorry for your friend's loss. That's just awful, you know? It's like, I can't imagine losing a child. That, I think, would be like the worst. And I can't imagine that. All right, so then you're going to cut them. You're going to cut your into 1-inch strips, and then you need your hole punch. And I just have a really cheap one from the office supply store. You could use, if you have a crocodile, you could use that. If you have any type of a hole punch, because you need to punch 2 holes, one on the top and one on the bottom, and you need 12 strips. 12 1-inch strips by, the one I'm doing is 1 inch by 5.5. But you can use, if you wanted to make them smaller or bigger, just test it out. They all need to be the same size though. So that's these strips, and then I have this paper that I already did earlier. Let me just make sure I get, if the paint's wet, I just want it to. So Maria, I will definitely come and craft with you in Greece. May not be till next year, but I will come and craft with you in Greece. Maybe we could do a live stream from Greece. Maybe we could, it'll be live crafting with Shelly and Maria. Okay, so you need 12 strips. You need to find your hole puncher on your desk here, which is like such a mess that you can't see it, but here it is. And you punch a hole at the top and at the bottom, and you can, depending upon how good your hole punch is, you could do 2 at a time or more, but you want them to be basically close to being in the same spot. If you can do more at a time, it's better. You probably can with a crocodile, but my punch is not the best. So you want to do the top and the bottom. And you want to punch all 12 strips, right? And if you guys have kids and you want to have a bunch of kids over to do a project, these are fun. A 3-hole punch would work. Any kind of hole punch would work. This is what I have, you guys. What? I missed this. What did I miss, you guys? Wait. What happened, Jamie? Oh my God, wait. I missed. You guys, I'm not paying attention. Jamie says, oh my God, Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Jamie. What was her name, Jamie? Tell us her name. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jamie. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jamie, I love you. I'm so sorry. What was her name? Will you share her name with us so that we can all send her prayers and love? You guys, so the energy of who you are stays around at least 3 days, sometimes a little longer, depending upon how attached you were to being here. That's why, like, some people say, I knew I smelled my mother, or I felt my sister, or all that. So we can all definitely send your sister some love, and she'll feel it. She'll totally feel it, and she'll be here with us. I'm sure she is already. Oh, Jamie, I'm sending you so much love. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, Jamie. So much love. If you want to share with us just her first name, then we can all focus on her and send her some as much healing as we can. Oh my goodness, Jamie. She was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer 2 years ago and she was 51. Oh my goodness, her name was Dina. Oh, her name is Dina. Okay. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. You do. If you think of them, they do come, Cassandra. You're absolutely right. And in a minute, we'll all send Dina. I'm going to focus on Dina and we'll all send her some love. Because I know that sometimes when people go, they're not really ready, right? $10, $11, $12. So you need 12. You need at least 12. It works better with 12. And I just alternated the colors of mine. Okay, so what you want to do now, I will, Carolyn's daughter was 51 too. Oh my gosh. You have, where is your home island in the Aegean Sea? Jamie, you're not by yourself, are you? You're not by yourself, are you, during this, are you? Okay, where did I do my orange? Jamie, we're gonna do some extra energy work for your sister, okay? Just let me make this one Christmas ornament because I promised I would, and then we'll do some energy work for your sister. You're not alone. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. You guys, there's no good time to lose anyone. It doesn't matter how old they are. You know, it's like, I know that we're eternal beings and that, but you know what? When you're in this human body, all you know is this human body. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know we're eternal beings and I know that, you know, that I know all that, but it's still not any easier. Okay, so you string it through all one, and you want to bend it where the painted side is out, like arc it, and you want to tie a knot. Now, if you have a bead, you could put a bead on it. I didn't look for any beads, okay? So I'm going to like triple knot mine. I'm going to double knot, and then I'm going to make another knot on top of it so it doesn't go through my hole, because I poked a big hole with this big hole punch, right? Okay. And then that's one side, all right? And then you're going to go through the top. This is the easiest Christmas ornament ever. You're going to go through the top. And you're going to pull it like this. Now, if you wanted to mail it, like I told everybody else, this is how you'd mail it, and you'd send a little note on how to put it together, okay? But here we go. We're going to bend it down. You can decide how you want it, and then you just start opening it up, okay? You just start opening it up. And you open up the papers until you like the way it is. Now realize it's just a paper ornament. It's not, you know. So, oh my gosh. Jamie, I am so sorry. I'm speechless at this moment. I'm thinking about you and I'm thinking about your sister, but I'm speechless. My goodness. We'll send her some extra woo-woo. I promise we will. We'll do it in just a second. This one needs to be a little bit bigger because it's fatter. So you just got to manipulate them until you like them and until you like the way the papers are. And then that's it, you guys. And then you just tie the top, you know, and then just tie your knot in the top, or, you know, you need a knot so that it stays in. And then you want to tie your, you could also just, I think it might need a double knot in the top because of the, let me see. Jamie, I'm flabbergasted. I'm not normally speechless, but I am at this moment, and I'm focusing on your sister, and we'll do some work on her in just a second. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it like this. I mean, I can't, first of all, you know, like, nobody's ever ready, but, ugh. Okay, and there you go. And you can cut off the top. You can make it as big, fat, or as thin as you want. But that's basically it in a nutshell. It's basically what I may do is, let me see, let me tie another knot around this one. You just want your knots to be big enough so they don't go through the holes of your paper. Does that make sense? Through the holes that you did with your hole punch. And so there you go. So there's one. So we made 3 of them. Do you see? So it's out of magazine pages, and you can keep pulling them apart until you get it the way you want it. I mean, and you can make it fluffier. You don't have to. You could make it, you know, fatter so that it's more circular and less. Like some of these are fat, like this. So you get the idea. Okay. So those of you that are still here with me, you diehard loves, and I appreciate it. Let's focus on Jamie's sister Dina and Dina's family. And we're just going to open our hearts, and we're going to breathe in and receive love. And on the exhale, we're going to send it to Dina on her journey, and Jamie and her family. Ready? So ready, breathe. Make sure your column of light's deep in the earth like it was. Feel your tree roots spreading far and wide. And let's focus on just Dina and Jamie's family. And ready, let's receive love. Let's breathe it into our hearts. Ready, receive love. And let's send it to Jamie and Dina and their family. And receive love. And give love. And receive love. And give love. And open your heart, receive what you need. And let go of anything that doesn't work. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And receive what you need. And let go of anything else. And one more time, receive what you need. And send love and light to Dina and to Jamie and to their family. Ready? Send it out. And receive it. And send it. Receive it. And send it. Ready? Receive it and send it. Jamie, tell me how you feel. Anybody can share. How do you feel? Anyone can share. Oh, Jamie, that's good. I did do a huge energy clearing earlier, like, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 20 minutes ago. If you want to go back and listen to it, but I'll keep you in my prayers, and I'll definitely keep your sister in my thoughts, and we'll all keep focused on sending you love. Jamie, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know words really can't amount to much. Words really don't. Words really don't work, right? Words really don't work. Oh, Carla, I'm grateful for you too. Yeah, especially if you just rewatch to the end. I think it's like a little after 2 hours. I don't know. But it's a long energy work session this time. It might have been. Your pain's better? Oh, that's good. Elizabeth, it definitely will help you release your pain, especially if you go back and listen to all of it. It might knock you out, Jamie. You might want to listen to it and then go to bed. But maybe, You know what? The thing that we have to realize, and I know this, oh, they don't, but this is where you knew good vibes would be found. Jamie, we love you so much. We all love you so much. You have no idea. You girls are my blessing. You have no idea what your friendship and kindness to each other and generosity of spirit has done for me. And so it just makes me happy that we can all be here for each other. This world right now, if this is all we can do is hang together and craft together and send each other love during a time like this, do you know how big that is? It's huge. Huge. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, me too, Carla. It's like Tuesday, I almost just like came on. Like, if I had had good internet connection, maybe I would have, but I think I got in too late. It would have been way too late to stream, but it could have. I thought about it when I left. I said, you know what? I was so silly. I should have taken crafting stuff with me and just crafted from the Marriott. Can you imagine? Live from the Marriott. We'll make painty papers. They probably would have taken my paint. I could have brought watercolors, I guess. I didn't think about it that much. I was going through so much. It was ridiculous. Jamie, message me if you need anything, okay? It is an incredible blessing to have each and every one of you on my team, and I'm on yours. I'm in your lifeboat, girls. I really am. Always. I am always in your lifeboat. And you're not alone. There are days that I'm like, oh my gosh, especially before all this was ended, I was just like, this is ridiculous. Oh, Jamie, I'm so sorry. Me too, Elizabeth. We will totally all keep your family. We'll keep Jamie. We'll keep your family and your sister in our thoughts and prayers. I'm so sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed making these. They're kind of silly, but it can be fun, you know, if you do it and you do it with your kids or you do it with others and, you know, just have a good time with it. You can make it much fancier than mine by putting beads on it, by putting tassels on the bottom. You could do it with fancy scrapbooking paper if you have that, you know. You could do it in a color theme, you know, like mine was the color theme of whatever I had on my table on my magazine pages. But you can do. Oh, Jamie, we're here for you. I'm here for you. Elizabeth is. We all are. Carla, we're all here for you. All us crafting mamas are here for you. Just like for Edna's sister, you know, who's struggling so much. They don't have any food and water in Puerto Rico. It's ridiculous, you know. We're the wealthiest country in the world and we can't get food and water to the people of our country. It's not good. So if you guys enjoyed making these Christmas ornaments, I'll make another variation and show you. I haven't done it in a while, but I may even have some that I've made with my daughter. I'll have to look in when we unpack our Christmas box of what we have. Oh, my girls, thank you for hanging with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate it so much. All right, my lovelies. I'm sending you lots of love, Jamie. I'll keep you in my thoughts, and I'll keep working and sending you some love all night. Whenever it comes to my mind, I will send you some peace and love. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thanks for being my crafty peeps. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you girls more than you know. And as always, 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 from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you guys so, so, so much aloha. So for those of you that want to, I'll stream again on Tuesday. I might stream on the weekend. It just depends upon how my weekend goes. But I have a bunch of stuff on my crafting table that I need to get done. So, night, ladies. I love you, girls. Go on over and join our Facebook group, Crafting Mamas. If you haven't, Crafting Mamas on Facebook. We'd love to have you. And as always, girls, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. So I will definitely be on Tuesday, but maybe this weekend too. You never know. All right. Big hugs, ladies. Love you. Take care. Aloha.